All right, welcome back, True Seeker. I believe we're live. Congrats to the winners. Another big winning future call. And like I keep telling you guys, learn your gematria, learn about the Jesuits. This whole NBA Finals was foretold December 17th, 2021 on Pope Francis's birthday when the Celtics fell to 7-5 at home, losing to the Warriors in the 75th NBA season. And again, they couldn't have scripted it any better. Tonight, the Warriors picked up their 75th all-time road win on the playoffs to win the 75th NBA season. And there must be something about San Francisco in 75 because the 49ers won the 75th NFL season. That was the one over the San Diego Chargers where the 49ers won with 49 points. Of course, in Gematria, Warriors equals 49, whereas Golden State equals 41. And tonight, the Celtics picked up their 41st all-time postseason loss. And again, sign up for Patreon if you want the information. But then again, even those of you who aren't on Patreon, I put out this pick for free if you guys took the time to watch the video. I made the video public before the conference finals why we liked the Warriors Celtics to face in the finals and why we liked the Warriors to win. Again, the Celtics fell to 17-5 in finals all time tonight. In Gematria, in the base ciphers, Golden State also equals 175 in that same cipher. So does Pope Francis, 175. And just notice the winning score, 103-90. 103-90, a difference of 13 points in Curry's 13th season. And remember the massive 13 ritual in the last game. Curry's 3-point winning streak was snapped at 233 games, the 13th Fibonacci number. And he snapped it 91 days after his birthday, the 13th triangular number. And the last time he didn't make a three-pointer was 1,313 days earlier, 1313. And in the first game back to start that streak, he made 13 three-pointers. And then he wins it in game 6 tonight. 13 is the 6th prime number. Again, Golden State equals 41. 41's the 13th prime number. And in 75, when the Warriors won the championship, that was the year that Kobe Bryant's father was drafted to the Warriors. And remember, Kobe retired 41 years later in 2016, and then Kobe died at age 41 when Kobe Bryant equals 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age. And like I've been explaining since back then up to now, the Jesuits, the Catholic Church, all roads lead to Rome. Your sports are rigged and scripted. I gave you guys the college championship for free. If you were on Patreon, we had it before week 2 was even played, showing how the college championship would be synced up with the Pope. And absolutely it was. For another big parallel in sports, notice Steph Curry's 34 years old right now, just like Matt Stafford won the Super Bowl at age 34. And remember, Ukraine equals 34. Ukraine 34. The gold and the blue, the Rams, the Warriors, California. And in game 1, Curry scored 34 points. Don't forget, in March Madness, Kansas, the 34th state, won the championship, winning their 34th game of the season. Again, big number in sports this year is 34. In Gematria, Ukraine's 34. But again, congrats to the winners. All of you guys who continue to sit on the sidelines and doubt what we're doing here. I mean, how much longer are you guys going to watch us just chalk it up, rack it up over here? It's 9 years straight of doing this. Futures galore, gematria galore. And again, not having to change anything about what we're saying. It's the same formula every year. It's the same thing. It's the Jesuit Masonic cabal that runs the show. But here, I'll just run through this and just show you guys, again, the stats. So let's go back to December 17th, Pope Francis's birthday. Want you to make sure you see how this was. And realize this information's been out for free on the Patreon for a while now. We did it before the conference finals. We went over it. And then I made the video public after the conference finals were over. So if you'd taken the time to watch the video, you'd get it. And it's amazing to me how many of you guys watch those videos and then you leave the question, so who's winning? And it's like, how can you have that question? If Boston loses the finals to the Warriors, they'll be 17-5, like Golden State equals 175, Pope Francis 175, so we're leaning Warriors. So that's said directly in the video in the beginning. You guys are watching the video and going, so who's winning? I mean, do you guys speak English as a language? It seems like you do based on what you write in the comments, but seriously, some of you guys, I don't know what's wrong with you. So anyway, Pope Francis's birthday, December 17th, Saturnalia. The Warriors won 111-107. And notice how the Celtics fell to 7-5 at home. 7-5 at home. Now, again, 75th NBA season. It's interesting the Warriors improved to 10-3 away. Now that I go back and look at that, because tonight they won with 103 points, didn't they? So that's interesting. Won by a difference of 13. But again, Gematria. They did it on the Pope's birthday. The Pope's birth name is Jorge Mario Bergoglio. And let's just go back to the ciphers that we originally knew. When I first started, we didn't even know reverse Gematria. But we knew these two, the alphabetic order and the alphabetic order with the rules numerology. Jorge Mario Bergoglio's 111. 111. The 201's a big number with the Pope as well. Like the 201 combined points when Curry set the three-point record this season. But, and remember, 201 points in that game, and they passed Ray Allen, born on the 201st day of the year, and they did it on the anniversary of the Sandy Hook shooting in Connecticut. And, of course, Ray Allen played at UConn. But anyway, they scored 111 on the Pope's birthday. And then the most simple cipher, the NBA Finals is 111. You see? So nice little NBA Finals tribute in that score. And the 218 combined points in that game, 111, 107. That's interesting because Holy Roman Empire is 218. And they say the Holy Roman Empire ended August 6th, 1806, which is the 218th day of the year. And again, knowing the base ciphers, though, it is helpful because the Celtics just fell to 17-5. And notice how Pope Francis is 175. They just fell to 17-5 in finals. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, it's 175. And notice Golden State is also 175 in that same cipher. And if you look carefully, Pope Francis and Golden State are the exact same in 3 out of the 4 ciphers: 122, 175, 58. And again, the Warriors now play in San Francisco, which is named after St. Francis of Assisi, just like Pope Francis is named after St. Francis of Assisi. And keep in mind, with regards to the 58, this is a rematch of 58 years earlier. This was the finals 58 years ago. But notice how in the most simple cipher, San Francisco's 122, and San Francisco's on the 122nd meridian. So perfect team to pay tribute to Pope Francis. And then with regards to becoming, the Warriors just became 7-5 in NBA championships in the 75th season, just like how they won it in 75. And notice, Catholic Church is 75. Catholic Church 75, right? And if you write out New World Order, that's what the New World Order is. It's the Catholic Church and the Jesuits. New World Order is 75. The word order alone is 75. And again, just the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. Look how Russia is 75. See that? So, with regards to the Jesuits, if you write out Society of Jesus, do you see the 56 and the 79? Tonight, the Celtics became 79-56 in the playoffs all time. 79-56. And keep in mind, 79 is the 22nd prime number, like how this is Boston's 22nd championship. Boston's 22 in the most pure cipher, like basketball is, like the plural Jesuits. Also 103, like how many points the Warriors won with tonight. 86 in reverse. They've used the term NBA Finals since 86. When Pope Francis became Pope, it was 86 days after his birthday. But again, the Celtics record now in the playoffs or in the NBA Finals is 79-56. And the halftime performer, Joyner Lucas, he's from Massachusetts. His full name in Gematria also equals 79. And remember, Joe Biden is Celtic, right? That's his Secret Service name like we were talking about. He announced he was running for president the day John Havlicek died. Game 1 of the finals, synced up with Joe Biden's 17-minute speech. But Joe Biden's 79 right now. And what else is interesting is Bill Russell, he went to the Jesuit school in San Francisco and played for the Celtics. So that Bay Area Celtics connection. And also interesting, Kamala Harris. She's from the Bay Area. Joe Biden's Secret Service name is Celtic. He very well might not finish his term and will be replaced by Kamala Harris. And, so often we see how the local politicians are synced with these rituals. London Breed, the mayor of San Francisco, check this out. August 11th birthday. August 11th. She's 47 years old, like how the Warriors won the first ever pro basketball championship back when they were in Philadelphia in 47. Curry had that big shot for the 47th points tonight. But notice, her birthday, August 11th. Here, let me get it in the right tab so you can see it. Her birthday, August 11th, 74. From today, to her upcoming birthday is 56 days. Check this out. By the way, today's date can be written 16/6. That's what the Warriors record became in the postseason for this year. 16-6 on the date. And again, 56 days before London Breed's birthday, the Celtics pick up their 56th finals loss. Society of Jesus is 56. So is Pope. Remember, Society of Jesus is the Jesuits. Pope Francis is the first Jesuit pope. All of this in tribute to the Pope. So Society of Jesus, again, 56. Pope, 56. And then Steve Kerr, he's 56 years old right now. His birthday is September 27th, the day the Jesuits were recognized by Roman history. And from his birthday to today is his 263rd day of his age, the 56th prime number. So just to show you this, Steve Kerr birthday, you'll see it's September 27th. Oops, I wrote Steve Carey, but Steve Kerr, whose name's a lot like Steph Curry. But September 27th, 56 years old. And again, just to plug it in here, September 27th, 2021 to today, June 16th. Include the end date because it's the 263rd day of his age. And again, that's the 56th prime number. Number Empire. Check your prime numbers. Just punch in a number here. It'll tell you if it's prime. The number 263 is prime. Yes, it is. It's the 56th prime. And again, just educating about the same numbers over and over. I mean, if you watch my videos, news and sports, we're talking about the same things, the same patterns, the same type of rituals. And like I'm always saying, everything from your sports to your news, it's all controlled, it's all rigged, and it's all synced together. And just to show you some of these stats, see if they updated it yet. Celtics all-time NBA Finals record. Yep, they updated it already. So Celtics just fell to 79-56. Society of Jesus, 79-56. Remember, Anthony Fauci, his name equals 56. He's Jesuit educated. They declared the pandemic on his 79th day of being 79 years old. And that was the same day the NBA locked down on March 11th. And coronavirus pandemics 113. The day the pandemic's declared 11/3. The National Basketball Association 113. The only team in the league with the full name that's 113, Utah Jazz. The pandemic was blamed on Rudy Gobert of the Jazz. Rudy Gobert from Paris, France, where the Jesuits are from. So Celtics fall to 79-56, clear Jesuit numbers. And then Warriors all-time road playoff record. Check this out. Picked up their 75th all-time road playoff win tonight in the 75th NBA season, becoming 7-5 in NBA Finals, just like how they won it in 75, like how the 49ers also in San Francisco won the Super Bowl in the 75th NFL season. And I really am. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. The deeper connection to 75 in San Francisco. It's interesting. There's obviously something going on there. But Warriors all-time NBA Finals record. Oh, well, they picked up their 38th win tonight. Finals does equal 38. We talked about that with Marion Barber dying at age 38 at the start of the finals at age 38. The name Marion's 38. The word Frisco's 38. And notice, all in the same cipher. Again, Gematria, alphabetic order, forwards and backwards with the rules of numerology. Notice how finals is 38 in the same cipher as Frisco is 38 in the same cipher that Marion's 38. Marion Barber dead at 38 in Frisco. And again, we pointed all this stuff out right before the finals started. And on Patreon, we said, there's another sign the Warriors look like they're getting that 38th playoff win. But hold on. I wanted to, again, when I typed that in, that was their all-time record in finals that they hit. But let's see. I got to write it this way. Warriors all-time NBA Finals series record. Okay, that's still giving me the games. What language do I need to type in to get it right? They did become 7-5 tonight in finals. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble getting this to pull up right. Here, I'll just do it this way. NBA Finals history. In 13-point win in Curry's 13th season after the monster 13 3-point ritual. This probably isn't quite updated yet. But here, we'll just run through this in real time. Okay, so the Warriors won the first ever championship in 47. So they became 1-0. Then they lost the next year to the Baltimore Bullets, so they became 1-1. So let's scroll down. They beat the Fort Wayne Pistons to become 2-1. 2-1 there. They lost as the San Francisco Warriors to the Celtics in 64. So they became 2-2. Boston 22, fitting. Then they lost to the 76ers in 67. So they became 2-3. And scroll down some more. They beat the Bullets to get to 3-3. That was in 75. 3-3. And scroll down some more. Okay, 2015, the beginning of the back and forth with LeBron and Curry. Remember, they're both born in the same hospital in Akron, Ohio, like Nate Thurmond, who played for both teams. So they beat the Cavs to get to 4-3 that year. Then they lost on King James's birthday in the 3-1 comeback to fall to 4-4. Then they won in 2017 to get to 5-4. Then they won in 2018 to get to 6-4. Then they lost to Toronto to fall to 6-5. Philadelphia equals 65, their original home. And then they just won tonight to get to 7-5. And remember, when they lost to Toronto, that was the 72nd NBA season. Toronto equals 72. Tonight, Curry had a super deep three to give the Warriors their 72nd points. Remember, he met his wife in Toronto. Del Curry used to play for Toronto. I felt like that's what that about. That was his deepest three of the night, gave him 72 points. And remember, that finals was synced up with Drake, the rapper, and they won in Game 6. Drake calls Toronto the 6. Tonight, the Warriors win in Game 6, and E40 predicted that they would win in Game 6 tonight. So look at this. I want you to see how perfect this is. E40, Warriors, Game 6. Okay. Where's it at? Okay, so this was put out the night that the Warriors won their first game, and they won it on 6-5 or 5-6. But E40 said he predicts the Warriors win in 6. Now, check this out. E40's 54 years old right now. 54. And remember, when the Celtics snapped the Warriors' winning streak, they snapped it at 54 games in Oracle, where Oracle equals 54, Steph Curry 54, Jesuit Order 54. But look at this. E40's birthday is November 15th, okay? He's 54 years old right now. From his birthday, November 15th, to today is 213 days later, 213. And again, that's a big NBA Finals number. So let's write out the NBA Finals again in the base ciphers. The NBA Finals, 213. Number that comes up a lot with the NBA Finals. Remember, they paid tribute to 111 the day of Pope Francis game. Then they come back with the 213, syncing it up with the Bay Area rapper E40. And you might have noticed they were playing his song Choices once the game was pretty much put away. You might have noticed that on the commercial break. They showed the what's his name? Is it Jordan Peele? I always confuse Key and Peele. But the new Key and Peele guy has a movie coming out called Nope. And then they're playing the loop from the E40 song of Choices. You know, they kept playing the word nope over. That was E40's voice for people who didn't recognize it. But they played that pretty much when the game was put away. And again, it's just to show you how all synced up it is. Kendrick Lamar, every year he's put out an album, the Warriors have won the championship. It happens again this year. But 213 days after E40's birthday, and remember, outside of the base ciphers, the most important cipher is Jewish gematria. The NBA Finals is 322 in that cipher. And Curry stayed on 322 career losses tonight. And remember, these finals began exactly 322 weeks from the Warriors' 54-game home streak getting snapped by the Celtics. From that to the start of the finals was exactly 322 weeks. And that's why I told people before this series began that there was a really strong argument for this to end in Game 6 or 7. You could have made a lot of sense out of Game 6 or Father's Day, Game 7, Juneteenth. And but again, it looked like Warriors all the way. All the numbers that were there for the Warriors. Again, that dark blue cipher is the most important. And the Celtics did pick up their 41st postseason loss tonight and fell to 17-5 in finals. And again, just the fact that they're in their 22nd championship in 22. Again, how scripted it all is. And did you guys see what happened with the baseball game today between Oakland and Boston? Oakland picked up their 22nd win of the season today. And the score was 4-3, like 7, like how the Warriors just won their 7th championship By the way, that's the other thing about it being the 75th NBA season. The Warriors got their 7th championship win. The Celtics got their 5th championship loss, 7-5. Just like how the Celtics fell to 7-5 at home on the Pope's birthday. But here, I'll show you this real quick. Box score, April 1st, 2016, Warriors, Celtics. And notice it was on 4-1, right? That day that happened. So if you go to this game, Celtics won 109-106. And the story was Warriors fall to Celtics. Home streak ends at 54. And again, 54, big number when they were playing back in Oracle. Oracle equals 54 in the most simple cipher. Steph Curry equals 54 in the most pure, and when you run it in reverse. Forwards, backwards. And remember, Jesuit order in the most pure, 54. John Carroll, 54, the Jesuit who established the first Jesuit university, Georgetown, when he was 54 years old. What's the Jesuits' logo? The sun. Sun 54. All of these rituals synced up in time. And again, just to measure, just to show you, April 1st, 2016, the day of that ritual, to game 1 of the NBA Finals, June 2nd, 2022, exactly on the nose, a span of 322 weeks. See that? 322 weeks. The NBA Finals 322. Steph Curry wins the finals and stays on 322 career losses. Here it is right here. Steph Curry, all-time win-loss record, including playoffs. Right there. 638 and 322. And you want to see something that's mind-blowing in light of the fact that John Havlicek died the day that Joe Biden, whose Secret Service name is Celtic, announced he was running for president. And remember, Havlicek, number 17, died 17 days after his birthday. The Celtics stuck on 17 championships in game 1 on the 153rd day of the year, June 2nd. The 17th triangular number. The Celtics went on a 17-0 run to win the game at the end, picking up their 17th playoff win versus the Warriors. And Joe Biden gave his 17-minute speech that day. But check this out. Somebody called into the live stream and pointed this one out today. John Havlicek, whose birthday is April 8th, which is fitting because Boston Celtics is 48 in the most pure cipher. Look at this. From his birthday to today's game, check this out. April 8th. Wait, what year was he born? 1940. April 8th, 1940 to today, June 16, 2022. Look at this. Oh, never mind. The person who called that in, they actually pointed it out for Game 7 if it went to Game 7. I'm going to watch to see if the Warriors are doing their parade on Game 7. So had it gone to Game 7, it would have been another 3-2-2 thing. But okay, anyway, Curry stays on the 322 career losses. Final start, 322 weeks in the big ritual. Go back and watch everything we said before the final start. We talked about how important 54 was. God, 54 just kept hitting in this series. I mean, look at it. Game 1, the Warriors scored 54 points at the half and 54 in the second half. Tonight, again, they had 54 points at halftime. It happened a lot in the series. Let's just go back and look through the games. Because, again, the point to understand is the games are scripted to the point. They use technology to ensure outcomes. You could see how they brought the Celtics back into the game. All their threes were draining, and they were all kind of getting sucked into the rim. You could just see it, that to make the game exciting, they had to cut the lead from 22 back down to 8 or whatever they did. The Celtics got hot, and everything just kept getting sucked into the rim. But Warriors, game 1, 32 in the first quarter, 22 in the second quarter. Boston equals 22 and 32, 54 points. And in the second half, 38 and 16 for another 54, right? 54-54. And this is synced up with them getting their home winning streak snapped at 54. Then June 5th game, they didn't do the 54 thing in that game, but I know it came up a number of times in this series. They had 56 at the half in that one. Like it ends up getting closed out in a 56 ritual. They had 49 at the half in this game. That's another popular number at the Warriors. It's funny. Look at that. 49 in the first half, 58 in the second half. Warriors 49, Golden State 58. The Celtics had 54 points at the half in this game. 54 at the half. June 13th. Remember, the Warriors had 51 at the half in this game. This is the game where Curry's three-point streak got snapped at 233 games, which is the 13th Fibonacci number. It's also the 51st prime number. And then tonight, the deciding game, again, 54 at the half. They scored 27 in 3 out of the 4 quarters. That's funny. 22, 3, 2, 2. Look at that. 22 in the third, right? 3, 2, 2. And then you got to love Boston comes out and scores 22 in the first quarter, 49 total points. Boston 22. Oakland used to be 22 when they were there. Warriors 49. But then look at baseball. Well, again, we see it again and again. Just the rigging between the sports. The baseball schedule. Who's playing in baseball? Who finishes their series tonight? On the night that the A's finished their series against Boston, A's in the Bay Area like the Warriors, and the A's used to be in Philadelphia. They started out in Philadelphia like the Warriors, but the A's finished their series against Boston the night that the Warriors finished their series against Boston, and Boston loses 2 at home. And notice what happened. Athletics got the 22nd win, Boston 22 in the most pure. Red Sox kept on 34 wins. And just so you can see about Athletics, notice how Athletics is 34 in the most pure. Notice also the 56 and notice the 97. Now watch when I read out Oakland Athletics, how it's also 97 and 56. 97, 56. Rich Hill, the pitcher for Boston today, it was 97 days after his birthday, and he got his 56th career loss today, the Boston pitcher. And remember, the Celtics got their 56th finals loss today. Think about how perfectly scripted this is. And the name Hill is 41, just like Golden State, and the Celtics picked up their 41st loss. What was it of the year? Hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. I know they picked, I think it was 41st loss of the year. Let's see. Celtics record, regular season, and playoffs. This year. Yeah. So the Celtics finished 65 and 41. And remember, Philadelphia is 65 in the most pure cipher, where the Warriors are originally from. And Golden State 41 in the most pure. So 65-41. The numbers pay tribute to Philadelphia and Golden State, the old location, the new location. And again, Celtics all-time finals record 79-56. And Rich Hill career record. You see Rich Hill? Rich Hill becomes 76 and 56 today. Now, the reason the 76 is also interesting is because the Warriors are now in San Francisco. And notice the overlap with San Francisco. Notice the 202 and 76. And notice Skull and Bones. 202, 76. Remember, Skull and Bones, the number they really identify by is 322, which was also very relevant in today's game. And remember where the connection is with Skull and Bones. They are modeled after the Knights Templar, who are the old military order of the Catholic Church, whereas the Jesuits are the current military order, and that's why the Templar cross is in the Jesuit logo. So all these things are related. And, think of number 41, George H.W. Bush, member of Skull and Bones, born on June 12th, the day leaving 202 days left in the year. His son, George W. Bush, also in Skull and Bones, is born on July 6th. So, and then there's a lot of rituals with Skull and Bones in 149. Like tonight, the Warriors got their, check this out. Here, with regards to the 149, check this out right here. The NBA Finals were set on JFK's birthday. He was president. The year that he was assassinated was the year that the Warriors and the Celtics met in the championship. That was the 63-64 season, the last time they met. And JFK's birthday is the 149th day of the year. The finals were set on the 149th day of the year this year. And the Heat stayed on 149 playoff wins all time. They also picked up their 118th playoff loss against the Celtics, 118. But tonight, the Warriors got their 149th win versus the Celtics all time. Check this out. Warriors all-time record versus Celtics, including playoffs. 149 and 226. See what I mean? 3-2-2 Skull and Bones. This is why you guys gotta understand the language and stop being like, I don't understand why you don't just use one cipher. I mean, it's such a lame brain thing when somebody says that. It's just like, your brain must be really simple. People who are coding things usually have multiple ways of coding things. This is the language. You wouldn't be able to pull off the rituals the way they do unless you had the system of ciphers that they do. And again, I mean, we're showing you day after day how the multiple ciphers work together. So skull and bones, you know, all of these numbers so relevant to their rituals. 149, big ritual in tonight's game. Keep in mind 149 is the 35th prime number. JFK's number 35. And the Warriors stayed on 35 losses for the season by winning tonight. And then again, Celtics get the 41st loss of the season. And I was just about how Rich Hill stayed on 76 wins, picking up his 56th loss in the baseball game. And shout out to people who watched the stream today, because you also hit on the Yankees. I thought the Yankees were the best play in baseball today. Yankees got the 47th win of the season, kept the Rays on 35 wins on a Thursday. Tampa Bay equals 47 in Gematria. So that looked ripe and ready. And the Mets also had a chance, as you mentioned, but it wasn't as clear as the Yankees. The Brewers did have a chance to stay on 35 on Thursday, and they did. But like I told people on the stream, I felt better about the Yankees one. It was the stronger play because they could get that 47th win over Tampa Bay, where that number does play. And for the people who'd go, well, why didn't the 35 play in the Red Sox Athletics game? Again, it's because those other numbers were there. There was a strong riddle for Rich Hill to lose. And again, just picking up 22 in Boston. Huge number in Boston. Boston 22 in the most peer. Again, it's 2022. It's their 22nd championship. And Athletics 34, staying parked on 34. And that's why we're able to dominate baseball so often in series. We can look at the start of a series and say, come on, man. You know Boston's winning this series, so that's a smart bet. They're winning 2 out of the 3, which they did, because, again, it's just so obvious that the A's are going to finish on 22 wins versus Boston. Not to mention it's an overlap number because Oakland and Boston are both 22 in the most peer. And with regards to the main ciphers, look at this. This was a 3-game series that started on June 14th. The Flag's birthday, sown in Philly, like the Warriors are originally from Philly. But look at this. The Red Sox won game 1 6-1, right? And they picked up their 33rd win of the season, okay? 6-1. And then in the next game, they won 10-1. And here, let me just put that up here so you can see it. 6-1, 10-1. And the reason that matters is because finals equals 61 and 101. So Boston wins 6-1, 10-1, and then they lose today. And again, finals. 61 in the most simple cipher, 101 in the reverse. All right. Yeah, that's true. It's Tupac's birthday today. Tupac, he got big in the Bay Area. Tupac got big in the Bay Area. He would have turned 51 years old today. And you know what's interesting about that is the Red Sox fell to 5-1 versus Oakland today on what would have been Tupac's 51st birthday. And Tupac Shakur, remember he died on September 13th, 13/9, like 139. 139 is the 34th prime. And in the most simple cipher, Tupac Shakur is 139, like his 13/9 date of death. And remember, Freemasonry is also 139 in that cipher. 139 is the 34th prime, like Oakland got their 34th win. Free is 34. So, and again, Athletics got the 34 as well. And here, just to go to baseball reference, I was telling you about Rich Hill, just so you can see that it was 97 days after his birthday. Again, Athletics and Oakland Athletics, 97. Let me make it bigger. He's age 42. The Warriors win the series 4-2. Remember, war equals 42. World War equals 42. Jesuit 42. Today's 181 days after Pope Francis' birthday, the 42nd prime number. The Warriors with the same colors as Ukraine, just like the Rams. Again, Ukraine equals 34. Curry's 34 years old, like Stafford was 34, becoming the 34th quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And it's funny how that Super Bowl was synced up with Mary J. Blige was the halftime performer who did Family Affair. And in the music video, you got LSU Shaq jersey on Dre, number 34. And then you got Joe Burrow, who went to LSU, losing to Stafford at age 34. But again, you guys, just all the sports, rigged and connected, totally scripted. And again, for those of you guys who hate, I don't know what you're hating on. I gave you guys a lot of free picks this NBA season. And nearly every single one of them was correct. Put out a lot of free information. If you took the time to watch the video on the conference finals, you knew who was winning these NBA finals. It was all out there for free. And then the dumb trolls were like, no, you had Celtics. Nope, never said Celtics were winning. I did say at the beginning when I found out that Joe Biden's Secret Service name was Celtic, it made me a little less confident in the Warriors. But like I continue to say, all along, the Warriors had the numbers. You heard DK Stonewood calling the other night. He's like, should I bet on the Celtics? And they're up 2-1. I said, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. The Warriors still got the better numbers. I said, well, better sign up for the Patreon, my man, and look at what we've been talking about. So anyhow, congrats to the winners. Another correct future call. Another perfect example of how all of sports is scripted and synced up with the Pope and the Jesuits. It's another undeniable example. You got to be brain dead to not see it. And what we can do is we can take some calls. We can hear from the winners. We can hear from the people who have questions. Shout out to the people who are sending tips on PayPal and Cash App. I do appreciate that. But here, if you guys want to call in, the line is 509-560-4982. Again, 509-560-4982. And the line is officially open. It's first come, first serve. 509-560-4982. Write it down so you don't forget it. What's up, 610?
Yo, Zach, it's Niles.
Oh, Niles, what's up, man?
What's up, yo? Just calling in. It's crazy. Calling it Game 6. I wanted to actually let you know today is also Nate Thurman's death anniversary. He died when they played Game 6 against the Cavs in 2016. But what's interesting is that...
Wait. Nate Thurman died 27 days after that Game 7.
I thought did he not die?
No, LeBron. I remember. So what's? Oh, you know what? Now that you bring it up, okay. I remember everything about that day like it was yesterday. So before the Cavs beat the Warriors that day, the actor Anton Yelchin died. He was supposedly crushed in his driveway by his own car, and he had a 103 birth numerology, and he died at age 27. And 103 is the 27th prime number. That was the Cavs' 103rd game of the season when they won in Game 7. And LeBron scored 27, and then 27 days later, Nate Thurman died. And again, Nate Thurman played for the Warriors and Cavs. And notice tonight, they score 103, and they scored 27 points in 3 out of the 4 quarters, except for the third where they dropped 22 for the 3-2-2 tribute.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if anybody saw my riddle on TFR, it was all about 167. And it's interesting. I misread. I thought it said June 16th, but it was July 16th, which is still 167. It was actually Shooter Joe Jackson's birthday too, but that was big.
There was a lot of 167 and 39 in tonight's game as well, if the Warriors win, which they did. And it's interesting because the finals started 167 days after the Pope's birthday, and coming in, the Celtics were 16-7 versus the Warriors before they won that Game 1. And again, they paid tribute to 17, and that was a sign that the Celtics were staying on 17, like we assumed, the NBA number. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep, called it from the rip, from before the series started. I sent you an email the other day too. A game, Game 5 when Poole hit the half court buzzer beater. They had a skull and bones ritual because Wiggins passed it up to him, and it was number in the shot of the camera. You could see the number 3 was ahead of Wiggins, so it was like 3-2-2.
And then 149 points because 75-74. Yep.
Yep, exactly. So it was a funny.
We knew that was going in. We were watching it at Jonathan's place. We were like, 75 on the bank shot. Boom, there it is, man. It's just like, look at that. Oh, no, you know what's funny? Curry scored 34 tonight, just like he scored 34 in Game 1. And again, he's 34 years old right now. Ukraine 34. They couldn't have scripted it any better. So.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take up too much time. Congrats to the winners. I definitely won on that too. But shout out to Gematria. Learn Gematria. Share the knowledge.
By the way, the Warriors made 38 shots tonight. Finals 38, and they pick up their 38th win in the finals. All right, appreciate it, Niall. Keep up the good work, man.
Peace, man.
All right, Niall was on our Sunday night show. Great decode. What's up, 760?
Hey, what's going on? I just want to know what website you guys use for your betting.
Well, I mean, that's a preference thing. Don't ever use 5 dimes, though, man. 5 dimes didn't pay out on the Lakers. I think it's because we put the 5 dimes out of business that year, man, because we had the whole world on the Lakers winning in the 17th season for LeBron. But There's a bunch of sites out there, so just do your research and find out which one you like. And honestly, it's good to be on multiple sites because some nights different sites have better odds. So
Yeah, I hear you, man.
all right,
Well, it's good stuff. I'm gonna keep listening. Hopefully, we'll make some money out there.
indeed. All right, what's up, 408?
Hey, Zach, hey, big man, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Congrats.
Hey, listen, I got three observations real quick. I don't know if you were watching the game, but this is at the point I knew Warriors were going to win. They had the Celtics come out hot early, and then they just stuck the Celtics on 22. They were stuck on 22.
They were stuck on 22. They came out 12-2. Remember, they took an early lead, 12-2, and that's the Golden State number. So that was the early clue that the game was actually for Golden State, that 12-2 start.
Mm-hmm. And then, so they had Celtics just stuck on 22 for just the longest time. And then the other news that I got, like right as the game tipped off, they made an announcement. They said that there was a rapper dropping a surprise album tonight. Guess who it was?
E40?
Close. That's a good guess. It was Drake.
Oh, Drake. Drake's bringing out another one. Okay, Toronto. Okay.
Yeah, so and you had mentioned that they had been bringing up that Toronto series in the press. So they had that connection. And then, like, just maybe an hour before the tip-off, Drake says, yeah, I'm dropping a surprise album tonight at midnight.
Okay. Yeah, Steph Curry met his wife there.
The name of the album is honestly Nevermind.
Nevermind.
222.
That's like a tribute to Nirvana. Okay. Interesting.
87. So, and then lastly, I want to see all the trolls making the videos now because you had it ending in Game 6 from the jump. So I don't want to hear nothing.
Well, that's not. I won't take credit for that. That's not true. I was torn. I saw that it could very well end in 6 or 7, but we did talk about that 3-2-2 thing if it ended in Game 6. But I mean, again, it's just like I'm teaching people the same stuff over here. Learn gematria, pay attention to the rituals with the Pope. And I mean, if you're paying attention, 75th season, Celtics fall to 7-5 on the Pope's birthday. I mean, that's a major clue right there. Anyway.
Yeah, and tonight was good money. I mean, the money was pouring in on the Celtics money line.
And just like Game 4 was good money too, because the Celtics were dogs. And I mean, you got to go 2-2 in Boston, man. Boston 22 land. So. Anyway, well done.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right.
See you, man.
Thank you.
What's up, Big Al?
Oh, I got in. Hey, man, just congrats, man. You nailed it, dude. You nailed it again. And I put 2 bets in before the series. Congrats to the community too. I put a.
This was an easy one. This was a easier pick than some things are, though. Just the ritual they did on the Pope's birthday just made it too easy. So, yeah. But nice work.
The other thing, they got it all synced together. So check out tonight's Phillies game, right? Philadelphia and Washington. I'm thinking of Washington and the Biden thing, right? Warriors used to be from Philly, right? So the score 10-1, and the dude that hit the home run to make the score 10-1, which they let it sit on, was number fucking 41. They couldn't have scripted that shit anyway.
Well, Philadelphia and Biden both equal 101. So, yeah, that is absolutely perfect right there. And then notice they get the 33rd win, NBA Finals 33, as Jason Tatum picks up his 33rd career playoff loss, born on March 3rd. And then they did have that 33-year-old rapper from Massachusetts tonight at halftime, too. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They had all kinds of stuff.
Did you win with the Yankees tonight?
No, I didn't listen to the live stream. I didn't get to hear the whole thing. That's what I wanted to tell you. Great call on that. It was after the fact, but I didn't get in on it because I missed it today.
Okay, my bad. I thought when you called in, I thought you would have heard that part. You called in like right after I talked about that. So
yeah, it's all good, man. Hey, what was the other thing I was gonna say? I think Game had already started. I think. Hey, so what's going on? There's something with Converse, right?
God, did you see tonight when they did the shot of Boston tonight? Right at the front of the shot of the city's Converse.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did say. I was like, wow. So Converse has a big building in Boston. I didn't even know that.
Okay, I sent a picture of it, but I didn't send it to you, so you saw it.
Yeah, send it to me. Send it to me.
Fucking accident. They just fucking laid It's like sit right there.
They did.
Converse is 101. I just ran to Gematria. It's 101. So that's funny, like finals.
Yeah.
And the score of that game, they have one of the games you said in the what series was it? The Boston series in Oakland. The score was 10-1 even in one of those games.
It was 6-1 in game 1, 6-1 game 1, and 10-1 game 2. Finals 61 forwards, 101 in reverse.
Two, yeah.
Philadelphia equals 61 and 101 as well. So. And again, it's just like, I don't know how they can do this year after year and people don't catch on. It's like, just take away the numbers. What are the odds these two teams are playing each other and finishing the series on the night that the finals finishes between these two same cities? So.
Yeah, it's just like, perfect.
Year after year.
Just ready.
Yeah. Yeah, just year after year, the same exact type of stuff, the exact same type of stuff again and again. And people just, I don't know how you could think it's a coincidence year after year, sport after sport. I don't know what's wrong with people. So.
I don't think we're ever going to figure out what's wrong with these fucking people. But, we're going to keep making money off of it, though. And because they're never going to figure out, but there'll be a group of us that have.
Right. And really, the biggest thanks to all the dummies who just keep denying it. Because if you guys would play the same way we're playing, they'd have to switch it up. They couldn't just lose every night. And they would be losing every night if everyone was doing what we're doing. So thank you to the dummies.
Yes, indeed. All right, man. Well, I just wanted to call and give my, congrats again to you and the community, and great work is, like you said, this was an easy one, huh? Sometimes they are easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are.
This was real.
34, man. They just couldn't. They just had to go back to the 34 again. They had to pay tribute to it again.
Isn't it funny, man? Isn't it funny?
Yeah, it's fucking just unbelievable, man. Like, anybody that could deny it at this point is just like, God damn, where do these people even,
Exactly. We've been talking about the same numbers all year across all sports. Just the same numbers keep hitting all year. So.
Yeah.
All right, Al.
Well, hey, thanks again, man.
Yeah, welcome in. Have a good night, Al.
Bye.
All right, 727.
Yo, what up, Zach?
How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Thank you so much for taking my call. I appreciate it. I just want to say thank you. You helped me make a decent amount of money today. I took Golden State in 6 at the beginning of the series. And, at first I was nervous because they were down 2-1. But, they won 3 in a row and they pulled it out. So I appreciate you a lot.
That's the thing about them winning 3 in a row as well, because 3 has that powerful relationship with 56. If you spell out 3, it's 56. Then it ends today in the huge 56 ritual. So that was part of the thing of winning 3 straight. But hey, well done, man. Smart bet.
Yeah, and I'm trying to spread your knowledge. I mean, I've only been watching you for about 2 months now, and you've absolutely captivated me. So I'm trying to spread the knowledge, but you know how the average person is. They just want to continue living their life like they don't know anything.
And you know what? Again, we thank all these people for continuing to ignore the facts, because it allows us to win for 9 years straight. And hey, welcome to the party, man. Better late than never. So.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna keep watching you. I hope you got some stuff coming up, because I know it's just NHL finals, and then from that, it's just baseball for the next couple months.
Football will be here before you know it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be watching you. I'm already looking out for that Bills versus Bucks Super Bowl, because I know that's coming.
It's definitely in the cards. All right, man. Well, congrats, and don't spend all your money in one place. Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
So much. You too. Bye.
See ya. What's up, 404?
Yo, Zach, what's good?
Hey, just before I talk to you, Itachi, I'm sorry, man. You've had the worst timing tonight. You keep barely missing. Itachi, I'm going to call you back as soon as there's a break. Okay, what's up, 404?
All right, yeah. I just wanted to point out something about the Golden Gate Bridge. You know how the Warriors just won 4-2? I didn't know between the two towers it's 4,200 feet. So I thought that was interesting.
4,200 feet long?
between the two sides of the bridge. Yeah.
That is interesting in light of the 4-2
1.7
series.
miles long.
Okay, I see where you're going with that. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to call in about.
All right, appreciate that. I didn't know that one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, take care. All right, poor Itachi's called like 500 times, and he's just been a hair off. I'm calling him back. Itachi.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Not much, man. I just want to comment on the 175. Man, shout out to you. You were the first person to put that out. But, yeah, the Celtics after the All-Star break were 17-5. You know, just another 17-5 stat. Tatum, he had 175 points against the Heat in that series. And it was the 175th time the Warriors played a team from the East on a Thursday.
Huh.
And, you know, it's crazy how the Celtics fall to 17-5. So, you know, shout out to you. The Society of Jesus Riddle, the, you know, 56-79, the Celtics becoming 79-56 in the playoffs, and the MLB game giving us a clue. You know, just I would say nothing short of a lock today. So great work, man, and appreciate all the knowledge you've shared. It's definitely paid out.
So how you been how long have you been doing your own sports decos now, Itachi?
You know, when I first found your knowledge, I was skeptical at first about the sports being rigged and stuff. When I found it January 26th or around that February
When Kobe died, that's when you found the work. Okay.
Yeah. But when I started doing my own stuff was like November 2020. I did mostly college basketball, and I just tried to, you know, focus on like the Jesuit schools, because that's when you're really talking about the Jesuits, and they, you know, dominated that school. Drake University, which equals 177-201. They went on a tear, but I started doing the Patreon last September. And, you know, now it's pretty good. I'm up to about 95 patrons. But, you know, started doing the Patreon because I kept getting deleted off Twitter. And I used to just do a group chat and give out picks that way and stuff like that. But just, you know, kept getting deleted off there. So, but I first started giving out picks November 2020.
Okay. And it's been successful. You've earned quite a bit of extra money since you started, correct?
Oh, no doubt. I've had multiple people, even people who kind of, you know, don't, you know, believe, quote unquote, that Gematria, say they've never won as much money in their life off like a, you know, great weeks we were having during March Madness and stuff like that, where they're calling Scotty Scheffler and the Masters and stuff like that. So, you know, it's definitely undeniable. You just got to take the time out. You got to be selective. I see why people who've done this for years don't do it every day. But no, man, it's undeniable. And I do think they're watching you to a degree. It's like the 35 on Thursdays will just smash, and it's like none of them will come through. So it's like, I do think they bait us a lot. But it's undeniably been more of a positive, and I'm, you know, just not even emotionally invested or really care about, you know, how a player's playing and stuff like that because of this. So that's priceless.
Sure. You bringing up that you've been here since Kobe died. That was another stat about tonight. The Warriors became 113-81 tonight since Kobe died. And as we know, Kobe Bryant equals 113. And when you do it the small way, Kobe Bean Bryant, his full name is 81, like his career high was 81. And again, his dad was drafted by the Warriors 41 years before he retired. And again, he died at age 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age while traveling from Catholic Mass. So there can really be no doubt about who's all the rituals are synced up with. The finals were clearly synced with the Pope then. Kobe's death was synced with the Pope. The Warriors record's a perfect tribute to Kobe's death that was synced up with the Pope. I mean, there's no two ways about who's running the show, who's responsible for the language, the calendar. Again, for all the haters out there, hate all you want, but we got it figured out. The Jesuits run the damn world, and people better wake up to it. And it's not just about gambling and winning off it. People need to wake up and stop this Jesuit cabal, because they got evil plans for humanity. And I mean, if you can't see what's going on, it's because you're blind as a bat. So anyway.
And for the sheep saying, oh, if it was scripted, you know, it would end on Father's Day, it would end on Juneteenth, you know, if it was scripted, it would go to Game 7. they don't really understand how reality works and how business works. You're not trying to maximize profits every year. You're not trying to have the highest matchup every year. That dilutes the business and, people looking forward to the next year. But, retards are going to say that. And, for the pack of trolls that have started to come around me, also doing well off this, man,
That's what happens when you start doing well. You just got trolls and haters, man, and they probably work. They're probably like little bums that are the deadbeat children of casino owners or something, because it's hard to figure out where these factional losers come from. But it's just like when I started up the live stream, there's like 30 people right away talking shit. It's like, who's in my stream talking shit right now as I help a bunch of them pad their pockets again? Like, get the fuck out of here. So
yeah, man, these guys need a bullet to the head. I mean, that's the best thing that could happen to them. Best thing that could come of their existence in the world. But hey, man, thanks for taking my call or calling me back. But appreciate the knowledge and everything, and it's definitely paid out. So peace out, Zach.
well, congrats again, Itachi. Take care, man.
All right, see ya.
See you. 510, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Zach? This is Babu.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say what's up to you and appreciate your work. Everybody in the chat putting in the work and helping people understand this knowledge even more. About the NBA Finals, yeah, I mean, you were talking about a lot, the 85 connection with the Pope.
Right. For people who forgot that game between Boston and Golden State, where Golden State won, was on the Pope's 85th birthday, and basketball equals 85. Like the first March Madness was in 1985, where the Catholic school Villanova in the Philadelphia area beat the Jesuit school Georgetown. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Doesn't Curry also?
Curry equals 85, basketball 85, Boston 85, absolutely. That new Adam Sandler movie, Hustle, is the exact same as Boston in all four ciphers, and the big number in it is 22.
Right, and of course you can add on to that the 85th birthday of the Golden Gate Bridge. I mean, that's pretty big, right?
Oh, I didn't even realize that. The Golden Gate Bridge just turned 85.
Yeah, remember I called in like a couple weeks ago. The anniversary, I think, was May 27th. Was when it was
May 27th. I know that's right.
I mean, so that's a big thing. 85, I didn't want to say too much. I just want to say big up to you and everybody in the community that's putting in the work and helping people realize what's going on. I'm still kind of new at this, but I'm learning so much. One thing I wanted to say real quick, and I'll jump off soon. I mean, you probably got more people calling. But Curry, he scored 34 points. And when you type in Curry 3-4, you get some interesting numbers. I'll say that. Yeah. I don't have too much else to say, but big up, Zach. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man.
You have a good night.
Talk to you later.
All right. Take care.
Peace, everybody.
Yeah, see you. By the way, Kayla Decode Talker. She's our resident WNBA expert. She's been killing the WNBA. It is another thing you can bet on. And she's got her Patreon going. I've been telling her for a long time to start her own Patreon. Kayla, Kayla, Decode Talker. Make sure you're subscribed to Kayla Decode Talker. Again, great person in the community. She's been putting in the work, and definitely want to support like Itachi. What's up, 619?
Zach, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? Congrats to everybody. Another win down. Let's keep doing it. Just a couple things. That would be crazy if the 76ers win it in the 76th season next year. That would be a total slap in the face to everybody.
Well, remember, so again, this was the 76th pro basketball season, but it was the 75th year of the NBA. And that's why we said at the beginning of the season, we thought at the beginning of the season, either the Warriors or 76ers were taking it this year. And you might recall early in the year when the 76ers upset the Warriors fell to 20-5 in Philadelphia, the 205 area code. So yeah, we're going to have to watch out for the Warriors and 76ers again next year, because like you said, it'll be the 76th NBA season and 77th pro basketball season. So I hear it.
Right. That would be crazy. Another thing is, what was the conversation with Steve Kerr? Like, before he even started his career, did he get promised, like, hey, because these guys are Jesuit puppets. You know what I'm saying? Who went to Steve Kerr and said, "Hey, you're going to play for the Bulls, you're going to win a couple championships here, then you're going to coach, and it's going to be synced up with, like you were saying earlier, your 54th." That's crazy, bro. Like, that's so insane. That's what I was thinking about when we were talking about Steve Kerr. Like, because I remember watching this dude in the '90s with the Bulls. He hit the final shot, and all of a sudden he's winning championships with the Warriors. That's synced up with his birthday and synced up. It's crazy stuff, man. I'm like, wow. Man,
I think a lot of it is. I think a lot of it is they got the right name, they got the right birthday, and they got the right talent, so they fit the role. And again, he played for that Bulls team that always came out to the song "Sirius," and Sirius in Gematria equals 95, like how his birthday is the day leaving 95 days left in the year. And the Jesuits again created kind of the 95 thesis, so. He might have just been the right guy with the right talent and, again, the right birthday, or who knows, maybe his daddy was also connected somehow. I mean, I can't answer all the ways, but we see how they get the right guys to fit the ritual. So
Right. But do they know, or do they? I mean, because we know the players definitely are in on it. They know.
Oh, Steve Kerr knows, man. He knows. He's out there giving his scripted lines the day of the Texas shooting. Like, the only game the Mavericks won against the Warriors was the day of the Texas shooting. I mean, it's all scripted, so.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I was at work, and everybody's watching it at work. Like, I think it was like 2 days ago. After he won the game, he was doing the press conference, and I was like, "Why is he wearing a mask still? Like, why does he have a?" I know he doesn't want to go out there and wear a mask. He's probably told, "Look, you got to wear this mask on TV while you're doing your press conference." I'm like, "Why has he got a mask on?" Right? I don't pay attention. I finally told coworkers why I don't watch sports, and then they asked me why I don't watch sports, and I told them, I say, I know who's going to win, but I don't want to ruin it, because everybody's into this stuff, even women. It's crazy how women are watching these get, "Oh, I can't wait, Boston's going to win this thing," and I say, hey, it's entertaining, guys. I don't want to ruin it for you, but I'll tell you who's going to win the series. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at me all crazy. So now when we go to work, tomorrow, they'll look at me like, yeah. Oh, well, you guys learned something. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's all I got, man.
Andy, well, congrats on the W, man. Thank you. You have a good night.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, take care. By the way, people in the chat are saying, did you hear about the church shooting tonight? I did. It's by the numbers. It's on my Twitter. So, it happened in Vestavia Hills, Alabama, which equals 64. Today has 64 and 44 date numerology. And the location 64, shooting 44. Those are the kill numbers, 64, 44. They say 1 dead. But again, news and sports, all scripted by the numbers. 193 points in the basketball game tonight. The 44th prime on the 44 date numerology. What's up, 208?
Hey, just remember you were talking about hunger in '73.
Yes, yeah, the Hunger Games coming out on Joe Biden's 73rd birthday. Yeah.
Well, I just thought about this just now. They've been doing 73 with him forever. Like, he's born on the 73rd day of the year. They set the win record at 73. And I'm pretty sure that was like around the same time that film came out.
2015. Yeah, it did. It came out in 2015. That was the year they won their first championship over the Cavs.
And you actually just said the other thing I was going to say about the 44.
Right.
Oh, with the score and the date numerology?
Yeah, and I was going to connect it just back to the Super Bowl and the same colors. And
44th day of the year.
Out right at the end.
Yeah.
I heard the announcer blurt out Curry's in his 13th season at age 34. And I'm like, oh, that's exactly what Stafford just did.
Yeah, indeed. So.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, just that hunger thing, I was like, oh, wow, that could be something.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'll look more into that. It's a good observation.
Yep. All right, I'll let someone else get in.
All right, take care. Yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I do post a lot on Twitter, and I keep up with most of the news stories real quick right there. 559?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Somebody just brought up the Golden Gate Bridge and the anniversary of the birthday of the Golden Gate Bridge is May 27th, and the movie San Andreas came out May 27th, and it's just like an interesting fact about it. Obviously, there's like particular programming about the Golden Gate Bridge and like so many movies.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Good thought.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me
Alright,
that The Rock,
Alright,
who's in
thank
that
you.
movie, he's from the Bay Area too. So, okay, yeah, I'll look more into that.
Yeah. You should also look into the director too. He's I saw a thing like he said that Tom Hanks is like his idol or something. You know?
Okay.
And you know how that goes.
Interesting. All right.
All right, then, man.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Take care.
See you.
Yep.
You too.
Bye.
All right, 774.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
Is this Zach?
Yeah, Zach, what's up?
Hey, so I had some. First, I want to say thank you for all your stuff that you've been doing.
Of course, welcome.
I wanted to say, it's that guy Jonah Lucas at halftime. I went to school with him, and there's been some real funny things that I've been already keeping about him. Maybe if you could do some further work. I don't really know how this. I've been watching you for a few years and all that, but I really don't know how to decode myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And maybe you could do some more research on him.
So what's really interesting about him is he's 33 right now. Today was 303 days after his 33rd birthday. In Gematria, NBA Finals is 33, and so is Jason Tatum, the way he spells his name. It's also 33. He's born on 3-3, and Tatum did pick up his 33rd career playoff loss tonight in Massachusetts 33 land. So, again, it looked like, and again, Joyner Lucas's full name in Gematria equals 79, like how the Celtics stayed on 79 wins in the finals all time. So it wasn't an accident that he was out there tonight for this closeout game.
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, there's been some other incidences that have been like kind of personal in my own life with me and him that I thought maybe he had some involvements with. I'll bring that to your attention maybe in like an email. I really don't want to go into it into this, but also it's kind of just funny how I feel like he has this agenda that he's spreading with like suicide and ADHD and just a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe you look into him and you'll find a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe Rambo. I know Rambo digs into the rappers and all that.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't know a lot about him. I don't know a lot about him. I know he had a song with Eminem like on that Kamikaze album a few years back, but other than that, I don't really know much about him. So.
Yeah, they even made like a gay song like together. It was like, and I know everything just got like an agenda and like, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's pretty weird. So,
interesting.
I don't know. Maybe you guys could check it out. I appreciate it, Zach.
All right, man. Yeah, you have a good night.
I don't want to take too much of your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You as well. Thank you.
Yeah, take care. Yeah, it is true. I said there was a chance the Warriors could score 90 tonight, but instead Boston scored 90. So that's funny. 13-point game. It's crazy, man. There's the huge 13 ritual in the game before, 13th season, and then he's got to win by 13. And they had to stop the clock with a minute 03 while they were up 13. It's just same stuff year after year. 513, what's up, 513?
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. I just want to say I'm a huge fan of the channel, and I appreciate what you do.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, you're out here exposing the truth, and you're doing your thing, man.
All right. I wish it was reaching more people, but I'm glad you're out here listening. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Well, you stay blessed, brother.
All right, man. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, lots of big winners tonight. And over the years, I mean, that's been the trend. Lots of big winners from people who follow this work. We don't win them all, but we win the majority of them. What's up, 727?
Yo, what up, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
I just had a question, bro. How, like, I know you've been doing this for like 7-8 years, right?
Well, it's even longer than that now. It's going to be what's it going to be? It's going to be 9 straight years in August.
9 years. How did you, my question is, and this might be personal, how did you get into this? How did you discover this language?
Oh, okay. Again, this is something I've answered a million times, but there's always people who haven't heard me say this before. So I didn't realize that sports were scripted by the numbers when I got into this. I was looking for why the news used the same numbers over and over and over and over in stories. And like, it was numbers. If you pay attention to 47, the news puts the number 47 in stories all the time. It's ridiculous. It's like, why is that number? And it's funny to find out in Gematria, news equals 47. But I was trying to figure out what the deal was with numbers because I knew there had to be something ritualistic about it, especially after 9/11 when there was a national emergency on 911. And then when Sandy Hook happened, all the news had to keep reporting that Adam Lanza weighed 112 pounds. And I was just like, okay, what are they doing with numbers? And notice in Uvalde, they got to tell you the 911 call came from room 112. And so I realized a long time ago there's something about numbers and ritual. So I was just looking for what else there was to numbers that I didn't know about. And then I found this excerpt from Manly P. Hall's The Secret Teachings of All Ages about gematria and the practice of coding numbers into words. And in that book, he only reveals 2 ciphers, the alphabetic order and the alphabetic order at the rules of numerology. And from there, I just started looking at history with that code. And then just right away, I just started to find all sorts of things. I was like, okay, this is not a coincidence. And then, I forget how long it was after I figured out the knowledge, but it was probably 3 or 4 months into studying it that I just started to realize, like I was from Portland, right? I'm from Portland, Oregon. And I kept noticing, like on the ticker on ESPN, I kept noticing how often it would say Portland 37, Portland this 37. I was like, why do I keep seeing that? Let me write out what Portland equals. I was like, oh, look at that. Portland equals 37. And then I just started to realize they were doing it all the time with all the sports leagues. I was like, holy shit, they're even doing this with sports? I mean, I was mind blown at first, but now after doing it for 9 years, it's just like, now it's like, well, I've been telling you guys forever they're doing this, man. It couldn't be any more obvious if you just pay attention. So again, I was looking for what it was about numbers, and it realized it didn't happen overnight. I mean, I was looking for what the answer was for numbers for years before I find Manly P. Hall's book. And, from then up to now, we've just been trying to advance. Go ahead.
Sorry, Manly P. Hall's book?
The
What book is that?
The Secret Teachings of All Ages. This is what it looked. Well, it has different covers, but I actually have a copy of it right here. The Secret Teachings of All Ages, Manly P. Hall. So I put it up on the screen.
Okay. I appreciate you, man. Zach, keep doing your work.
But just honestly, if you're trying to learn
appreciate you.
gematria, he doesn't reveal that much in the book. So it's not like you're going to learn a lot about gematria from his book. You'll learn that it exists in the 2 ciphers he gives you. But if you want to learn about gematria, you should just download my ebooks for free and read those. So you can also buy my books if you want to. But
Subscriber on your Patreon.
What's that?
And I'm actually gonna buy your books. I'm not gonna download them for free. I'm gonna go buy them. So I appreciate you a lot, and I want to show you support as much as I can.
Well, I appreciate that too. For all the people out there who don't have any money, you can download my books for free and learn how to do this. But anyway, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. You have a great night.
Yeah, you too. Take care. 816.
Hey, Zach. I was just calling. Did you notice whenever they showed Tom Izzo
I saw that.
with the 5 seconds, and the guy missed a free throw, and it was 76-6-6, and he stuck on 666
Wins.
coaching wins.
Yep, he is. And remember, his player died on that big ritual earlier this year on May 9th, his former player. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I was actually what I was thinking. I was like, do these guys realize the rituals that are going on around them? Like the sacrifice of players. And I mean, it looks like they're just having the time of their life up there in the press box. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if people were being sacrificed for me. But yeah, it's hard to say exactly what's going on. We know the rituals are happening. I'm just not sure how much the Tom Izzos of the world are aware of all the rituals that are taking place around them. So.
All right. Well, I was just calling about that. So,
yeah.
Enjoying the stream, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Take care. Remember the Michigan State player died earlier this year on May 9th, and there was a whole lot to it. His full name was 95. His first and last name was 59. The date can be written 5/9/95. Of course, Draymond Green went to Michigan State. And just like, I'm pretty sure his daddy's Magic Johnson, who also went to Michigan State and had that rivalry with the Celtics. 415, what's up, 415?
Hey, what's going on, Zach, man?
How you doing?
Appreciate your work. Well, my cousin put me up on you, and I've been following and watching ever since. What got me was the one when you told us about the Kobe Bryant one. His pilot initials was AZ, which is 1 in 26, and they died on 1/26. I tell a lot of my friends about that, and they just, oh, that's a coincidence. I try to tell them there's no such thing as a coincidence. And I'm just getting tired of talking to these dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get it.
Well, that's what happened to me in
They be right
2013. I
in
just had to 86 all my friends from my life. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm finding new friends. You guys are too fucking stupid for me. So
Exactly, bro. Like, I don't like, you know what? I like to tell myself, you know what? I'm just going to keep this shit to myself because these motherfuckers are so stupid. They just don't get it. And they be like playing in front of their face. And they still don't see it.
listen, man, I do
Like,
miss
how
my
could you
friends.
deny-
I haven't
how
talked to
could
any of my friends since 2013, but at the same time, my life is better off since I said peace, you know? So
And you're right. And I found that to be true. That's what I'm doing too. Just dwindling these people that don't get it. I'm just like, stop fucking with them. Just completely just cut them off. You know what I'm saying? I'm only dealing with people that get it and can see it. Because this is ridiculous. Like that one right there, that Kobe Bryant one, is like, that's the icing on the cake. If you can't see that, you ain't going to see nothing.
again, for people who don't know, you can download my book, Number Games, for free, and there's a big chapter on Kobe's death. It's a long chapter, and none of it's coincidence, and it shows you how planned out that shit was. And it's sick, man. And yeah, for all the people who think it's a coincidence, those people are, like I like to say, fucking retards, and I don't got time for them in my life. So
Yeah, for real. Hey, thanks for taking my call, Zach. Cool talking to you. Take care, man.
all right, man. Yeah, have a good night.
You too.
Yeah, and if any of my friends are out there that don't talk to me anymore, I hope you pulled your head out of your ass. Problem is, people's egos are too big and they can't admit they're wrong. So, anyway, what are you going to do? 215?
Yeah, hold on. Let me call you. Yeah, what's going on, Zach?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man, this is Malcolm. I just wanted to say, man, yo, what you doing is great, man. My 16-year-old son at the time got me listening to you. It was around, it was a year ago, exactly a year ago, practically. Talking about the Golden State Warriors winning tonight. I knew they was going to win because I remember you talking about when the Rams won, they had the same color as the Rams. And I remember you saying that, and with some other stuff you had said about Golden State during the year. And when you brought up about the president's CIA or his secret name is the Celtic, and I just automatically knew that Golden State was definitely going to win because I started thinking about Kamala Harris replacing him, the Celtic dying, and I said, oh, the Celtics are dying, they're not winning. And then it was 4-2 on 42, and I was like, okay, that, I mean, I don't know how you do it, but I'm like, I know all those numbers go together and stuff, so I was like, yeah, definitely, I knew Golden State was winning.
Yeah, there were a lot of clues throughout the season. And again, the color scheme's been big because a lot of teams with gold and blue have been winning all year or at least making it to championships. So, indeed. Well, thanks for sticking with the work for a year. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, listen, man. When your teenage son brings something to you, and it's like, man, this little guy's like, yo, he's really amazing, man. He sit and listen to me, and we talk a lot. He has a whole mind.
You must have raised a winner too, because I mean, I don't think a lot of 16-year-olds would get it right away. That's cool that your son showed you.
Yeah.
Shout out to your son,
all right,
man.
Zach, man. Keep doing what you do, man.
Okay. Tell your son I said thank you too. I appreciate that.
All right.
You have a good night.
All right, you too.
That's cool. Son hooked dad up. So, and that's just like, I don't know why everybody, I mean, cognitive dissonance is a real thing, but I mean, there shouldn't be anybody deny. I mean, really, in the information age, every English-speaking person should be up on this knowledge. We're here every single day, exposing the news every single day. For you guys who don't know, in August, I will have been here every single day for 9 years straight. And the only day that I didn't post anything related to this work was the day that my house got turned upside down and ransacked, and I didn't have any computers that day. But after cleaning up the house that day, I was back on the decoding the very next day. There's only been one day where I didn't put out any new content in regards to this research and work. And that was November 15, 2014. So remember that day like it was yesterday. Most money I ever lost in a day because it all got walked away with. But anyhow, let me see. I guess we can leave it there. It was a good stream. We've been going 80 minutes. I'll say last call if there's anybody out there who really wanted to get a call in and didn't do it. Right now, the line is completely open, unless what's happened is it's done the thing where it stopped. Sometimes this phone just like everything starts going to voicemail. But I'll hang on for another second here and see if we got any more calls. If not, we can wrap it up. I think we hit all the main points. I'm sure when I sign off, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I forgot to say that. But we dropped a lot of information in this one. Hold on. We got one from Omaha, Nebraska. What's up, 531?
What's good, Zach?
How you doing?
All right, man. Just had a quick note. A lot of superstars in the NBA won a championship in their 13th season. Not sure if you noticed that, but it's been backtracking. I think Shaq, Kobe.
Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford just did it. Matt Stafford just did it in his 13th season. So
yeah, it's a lot. I haven't done the full research, but pretty much all the superstars who have multiple rings in the NBA, they got one in their 13th season. It's kind of pretty. It's pretty funny. So I think that's a clue for upcoming seasons. Try to key in on a good superstar in his 13th season. That might be a little riddle right there, since the NBA loves that 13 number. But that's just something I just picked up just now.
Okay, yeah, that would be a good research project to go back and identify how many times a star player in their 13th season. I know Kobe did in his 13th. Stafford just did it. Stafford's was just so 13. Remember? He was 0-3 in the playoffs coming into his playoff game this year, and he became 1-3 winning that first game. Then he was 0-3 on the road in the playoffs, and he beat the Bucks to get to 1-3 on the road. And then he scored 13 unanswered points against the 49ers to win. And I forget now how they did the 13 in the Super Bowl, but I'm pretty sure they mixed in a 13 in that Super Bowl win as well. So,
yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. That's definitely a nice little riddle to look at. So I'm gonna keep looking up, though.
All right,
we're gonna keep searching.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night, man. Take care. Now, I just saw somebody tried to call in, and he's usually got somebody else is trying to call in. What's up, Oakland? Oakland?
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, did you see before the game that started, ESPN had posted a video of Jordan Poole saying that he made 17 threes in a row during his
I did see that. I did see that, man. Of course.
Yeah, as soon as I seen that, I was like, yo, the Warriors taking the trip. I was like, they posting in plain sight.
Yeah, they sure did, man. NBA 17, holding the Celtics on 17. Yeah.
And how you feel about the Grizzlies, man? I feel like they made John Morant sit out. I feel like the Grizzlies were going to mess the script up.
What's that about the Grizzlies and John Morant?
How they made him sit out. I feel like he was going to mess. I feel like the Grizzlies were like the only team that could possibly beat the Warriors, but they made John Morant sit out because they might have messed the script up.
Well, honestly, man, I'm not sure. It's like, they have these guys sit out with fake injuries because they got big rituals playing. It's just like how today, I mean, Curry finishes this season on 322 career losses after the final start, 322 weeks from the Celtics snapping their home record streak at 54 when Steph Curry and Oracle's 54. It's like they got this stuff so perfectly lined up, man. So whatever John Morant's sitting out for now, I'm sure they got the script written out a few seasons where it's all going to line up just right. So.
Right. Well, that's all I wanted to call in and say. Appreciate the work, man.
Yeah, welcome. Have a good night.
Thank you, too.
From Oakland to Philadelphia. What's up, 661? Oh, their call dropped. 541?
What's up, Zach? How you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Kind of crazy. I feel like your line's blowing up, and I haven't called. And I've been listening since the Denver Broncos Super Bowl, I think.
Super Bowl 50.
That shit was just bullshit to me. Yeah.
Super Bowl
That's
50.
when I found your channel. I've been following ever since. Just crazy. This is the first time I've ever talked to you, called, but just appreciate the work. Came up big today off of the live stream, so I appreciate you for that. And just want to say, what's up with the Patreon trolls, man? It's like crazy.
Well, it's been that way for years because
about-
they're just trying to destroy the community and the work, man. They don't want us to be able to communicate on there. I mean, again, it's a testament to the work. I mean, that's why for people who don't know, there's a full-time team of people who've been paid to harass me for years, man, because we're exposing the news, sports, the government every single day. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if those guys are in some CIA office.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, no, and that's why the reason I bring that up is because I don't want you to be discouraged about, your goal of losing people, like losing Patreons, because I feel like a lot of those are probably just trolls you just lost. Like, I feel like you have a real fan base now, people that are going to reach out. I try and donate on the YouTube streams as much as I can, so don't be discouraged about that, because I feel like you kind of have your real fan base now. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes you feel better at all. But
well, I hear what you're saying.
Don't be discouraged
but
about losing all the Patreon.
No, I totally hear what you're saying on that. And I mean, that could be true. My frustration is there should be way more people supporting than this work than there already is, man. We need serious resources to make something serious happen in the world. I mean, winning sports bets is fine and all, but I mean, there's a bigger fight to win, and that's getting rid of this cabal that runs all this shit that's messing up the world, man. So.
Of course, no, I couldn't agree more, and just appreciate you, man. Like, seriously.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for being a supporter, and I'm grateful. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah, you have a good night.
You too.
Yeah. 2016 was our big year because we called Prince's death. We nailed every single future that year, and USA Today even wrote a hit piece on me, this one right here, for nailing that Super Bowl in October, why the Broncos would beat the Panthers. 661.
What's up, Zach?
How you doing?
Hey, bro, I just want to say thank you for your work, bro. Like, for real. Like, I discovered you like a year ago, and it's kind of crazy how like everything falls in fucking line, and people are just so fucking blind to this shit, and it's right in front of their faces.
It is. It's like they don't want to see it. It's like they don't want to see it. They want to keep believing in the lie. So.
And the thing is, like, I'll tell people about it, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're thinking too much, bro." And that's the problem, bro. People don't fucking think at all.
They don't. They believe. They believe. They don't think.
They have access. Yeah, they have access to this information, but they'd rather be on fucking, TikTok, whatever the hell there is.
Right. Right. So. Yeah, it's too bad, man. I wish more people would wake up. But I mean, the one good thing about more people not waking up is, again, if everybody figured this out, nobody be patting the pockets off the gambling, because they would have to switch up the system if everybody knew. So.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing, with the Joe Biden speech, that was 17 minutes. He was talking about gun control. Mm-hmm. Boston goes on a 17-0 run, and they're talking about, Boston shooting the lights out.
Yep. And again, they got their 17th all-time playoff win versus the Warriors in that game. And again, that was on the 153rd day of the year, the 17th triangular. And John Havlicek died the same day that Joe Biden announced he was running for president, number 17, dying 17 days after his birthday. And he played in Ohio, the 17th state, kind of like when LeBron went to the Lakers on 1/7. At first, they reported he got the $153 million deal. Again, that's why you got to know those number relationships. 153, the 17th triangular. So.
Exactly. And what's his code name? His Secret Service name?
Celtic. Right? Indeed. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the support, and thanks for trying to get the word out there. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it. Bye.
Yeah, you have a good night. What's up, 360?
Yo, it's the dude from Vancouver. I called you a couple weeks ago. Remember about the Kendrick Lamar? We can go ahead and check that one off for 4 in a row now.
Yeah.
So something to look forward to.
Patterns, right? It's all about that pattern recognition. So that's another pattern to recognize.
You got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. So, all right, man. Well, keep doing what you're doing. I'm here supporting you. I appreciate you, man. You have a great night.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, just so much. It's all about the pattern recognition. Let me call this gentleman back real quick. He's always got something interesting to say. I was trying to get his call in here a minute ago.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, you were trying to call in. What's up, DK?
So it's all about. Yeah. Let me turn this one down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, I missed. Unfortunately, before TFR yesterday, I missed your other one where you talked about the two guys with the green shirts, and then I went on to talk about the green Converse and Matthew McConaughey being in the green jacket after I didn't even know that those two guys were in the green shirts too. And then now, it just triggered me when you said that, or the caller called in and said that they were showing the Converse building. What was that all about? So you were going to these sites and there's AT&T buildings. Now we're seeing Converse on TV, and what they showed the Converse building at the beginning of the game. Is that what it was?
It was probably somewhere around halftime, third quarter, but they were just showing the city of Boston. But where they had the camera position from was up in the sky, right next to a big building, and right on the side of the building is the word Converse in green in Boston. And again, it's just
Converse,
like, okay,
in green writing.
Yep, in green writing. So.
That's never in green writing, because right when I heard that, I started looking at these Converse logos, and I'm like, I was thinking right away, I'm triggering like, okay, so we have the star, so then we have the communist red star, the one that basically the Russians, the Russian Nazis and then the Nazis used, and then like if you're a good shill for them, they give you a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You have like pop stars, rock stars, movie stars, so I'm thinking what's going on with the star symbolism now and the green together.
Yeah, well, with the Matthew McConaughey green Converse with the black heart on the tip, that seems to be all about the green heart chakra and pulling on the heartstrings and somehow the black heart symbolism. But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a reason they're putting that out all over the place right now. And I suppose tonight in Boston, they broke all the fans' hearts. So they're
yeah, that was my post when I first posted that about that black heart thing. I'm like, are they pulling on our heartstrings? And then now I'm thinking, why are they using the black star? They got the black heart and the Converse black star. So I'm thinking there's some correlation there. I just haven't really figured it out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Probably coming up with some false flag. I mean, the star was Russia's logo. So, I mean, I don't know. Is it because all this stuff's going on with Russia and Ukraine right now? Or you know what I mean?
It definitely has something to do with that. That's for sure. So
yeah, that was my quick 2 cents.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it, DK. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Talk soon.
Yeah. Take care. 443.
I'm in here. Hello.
Yeah, you're on. What's up?
Hey, what's up? First, I want to say, man, I really appreciate the work you put out here, man. You done truly woke me up. For like the past year and a half, I was getting woke on, like, I was understanding like how they got us so trapped and enslaved with the social security number and all that shit. And then when I found out about you, it's like everything starting to come together. I won a lot of money in the past couple months dealing with you. I really want to say thank you. But to the supporters, I want to say we can't just leave this up to Zach to get this word out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, for example, every day for the past couple of days, I joined like these Twitter spaces, and there's a lot of bettors on there. It's probably like 1,000 to 2,000 people who be in there, and every day they allow me to speak, and I just shout out your work, and I let them know who I think going to win the game and why, and I let them know where I got the information from. And like today, I got so many people retweeting me and, oh my God, how did y'all know this? How did the numbers, that voodoo magic you just said is really coming true? Like, so we all got to do our part in getting Zach out there, because it's like, we talk about all of these people who don't get it and don't understand. But you got to understand these people are robots right now. You know what I'm saying? They got us so messed up in the mind that you can't blame the people who don't get it. The ones who do get it, we are chosen, and we got to understand that. So we got to start dumbing it down to the ones who brain been so washed and fucked up over the past years. So even if that's like putting out a post, if something happened to Marlboro and Zach put it on YouTube, one of us could put a post out on our Instagrams, our Twitter. If you got a couple extra dollars, pay for an advertisement. Get like a day advertisement on that post. Let's all work together and get this message out, because this shit can really change the world, man. For real.
Indeed, 100%. I appreciate your message. I'm giving you the call of the night. Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, keep up the great work, man. I'm glad you're getting the word out there.
All right, you too, man.
All right, yeah, take care. And again, just so you guys understand how scripted it is, again, the shootings go with the sports, and you got Matthew McConaughey, the big celebrity in Uvalde, having the shooting 201 days after his birthday, and then he's talking about green Converse 150 days before his upcoming birthday, and just look at how it is. 559?
Yo, what's happening, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? Did you hear about the Alabama church shooting?
I did. Yeah, I got a little post on it on Twitter. It happened in a town that has 64 gematria, and then today has 64 and 44 date numerology, and the town equals 64, shooting equals 44. So by the numbers.
Yeah, bro, there's something you missed out, bro. From the shooting to the upcoming to the governor's birthday, that's a span of 122 days later.
Oh, just like big number on the basketball game tonight. Isu Somnum Salvatore is 122, and so is Pope Francis.
Yep.
Again, church shooting. So okay.
Yep. Golden State 122 as well too.
So I got to think about why they'd be doing that in Alabama. Well, I know why. Shit, I know why, man. Because Alabama's the 13th state, and then Curry's 13th seed and winning by 13 points. Now I get it. Yeah, that's why they did Alabama.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, bro. Hey, I appreciate you taking my call, though, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Take care.
Yeah,
Hey,
you too. Bye-bye.
that's how they do it, though, you guys. It's all synced up, man. It's just like Kobe dying while traveling from church. Then they got to have the church shooting, and the game synced up with the Pope. Yeah, and Alabama's the only 13th state. So Curry in his 13th season wins by 13 points. I mean, come on, man. 267.
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. I have a Decoders Roundtable on Clubhouse. Have you ever heard of the app Clubhouse?
Clubhouse. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a social media platform that allows people to have conference calls, like almost like podcasts where everyone can chime in. I held one on 6/6. It was great. There's like 350 decoders from all over the world. I was wondering if you were interested in coming by to that on 7/7 at 7 p.m.
Okay. What a time. 7/7 at 7 p.m. What time zone is that?
That's Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so it's 4 p.m. out where I am.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some of the best decoders in the world all together to have a public discussion.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to participate. So I have to get the app called Clubhouse.
Yeah, it's very simple. I actually make videos myself, so I use it on a MacBook with just like a USB microphone. It's called. I can send you an email with a bunch of details and everything. But
yeah, send me an email to GematriaEffectNews@gmail.com, and just put Clubhouse in the title.
Yeah, and if you're interested in committing to coming for a half hour, I can put you in the flyer that I'm making and help promote your channel. So.
Okay. All right.
I'll send you everything in an email, bud. Appreciate it.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you.
See you, bud.
See you.
Bye.
260.
How you doing?
Doing well.
My name is Supreme Mathematics. This is my first time calling. I just got onto your show probably a couple weeks ago. I posted all over my Facebook to subscribe to your Patreon.
I appreciate that.
But
Thank
pretty much. Oh, anytime. I wanted to now look. Since all those Stringo posts that I made, I'm under Be Real, and that's me. So pretty much, I wanted to look. I was looking in the recent death of DJ K-Slay.
Yeah, he died on the kill date in April, and I want to say that was April 18th, the news broke about his death, the 108th day of the year. And if I remember right, DJK Slay equals 108. And that same day, Ronaldo's child died, and Ronaldo has the 108 connection. But go ahead.
It was I watched his funeral. Melly Mel had spoke at his funeral, and it was Melly Mel and Randy Ma and Papoose, and mainly it was one more. LL Cool J had spoke at his funeral, and the funny thing about it was like Melly Mel was when you had referred that how Snoop Dirty Dog was put on the Corona commercial, and he played the song Friends,
right?
And how you how you related, it was just so funny, man, because it was like it just made a lot of sense. But you know, I wanted to also get an understanding about, you know, he was signed under Shady 45 satellite radio.
Okay.
And which that's connected. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, okay, Sirius XM, Slim Shady's station.
Right. And then that was connected to Griselda Records. And then you had said something about Benny the Butcher. And then also I was looking at to the point where K-Slay was the first DJ to break in the Nas and Jay-Z battle called Ether.
Right.
And that was the fall of the Rockefeller, which they were responsible. Shady Aftermath Records and Rockefeller Records was behind the 9/11 conspiracy, because pretty much along with Dipset Entertainment, because they was all going through a mixtape battle. And where Dipset Entertainment had said that, well, you know, they knocked down the towers, so we're going to rerise the towers. And pretty much I start to notice, like, you know, K-Slay was a major loss to the hip-hop world, but also it was just to a point to where I think Andrew Cuomo was behind his death also. But I'm going to put the pieces together more and, you know, and broadcast it. But you gave me some specific points to really study and pinpoint on, and I really appreciate your time and appreciate your show, man.
Well, I appreciate it, and I look forward to the future research. Yeah, for people who don't know, Jay-Z's album The Blueprint came out September 11, 2001, and again, he was on Rockefeller Records, which is a tribute to the Rockefellers, and it's the Rockefellers who were behind the construction project of the World Trade Centers. Nobody really wanted those towers except for that family. So yeah, it's all a big old script, man, but I look forward to the research. Thank you.
Indeed, man. Peace.
All right, take care. Toronto, 437.
Yo, Zach, hold on a second. Zach, I fuck with you so much, my dog. I watch everything. I'm aware, but so my cousin, he just came home. He did a wrong time, and he is not believing what you're saying about Celtics versus the Warriors.
Well, what's not to believe? It already happened, man. It already happened. What's not to believe?
So you're trying to connect everything that happened in past events to the Warriors winning tonight?
Well, we said a long time ago. I mean, for 9 years straight, man, we've been calling futures left and right like nobody's ever done before and showing how it's all scripted by a code.
Yes, he has.
We've been telling futures.
Yes, he has.
All right, wait. How have you been telling futures?
By teaching the exact knowledge that I teach every single year the same way I teach it. Gematria and understanding who runs the scripted sports, the Jesuits. It's all synced up with the Pope year after year. Go back and look, man. On the Pope's birthday, December 17th, the Celtics lost at home to the Warriors, and they fell to 7-5 at home for the season. This is the 75th NBA season. The Warriors just became 7-5 in NBA Finals, and they just won their 75th all-time road game in the playoffs. And again, look into San Francisco, where the Warriors now are. They also won the Super Bowl in the 75th NFL season. That was the year the 49ers beat the Chargers with 49 points, scripted sports. And go back to 1975. The Warriors won the championship that year too, man. It's all just number recognition and pattern recognition.
Okay, so it's scripted. You tell me it's scripted. So that means that everyone in the league has to be involved in this.
Well, not
They have to
necessarily
be
everyone, but
involved.
you got to have the refs, the coaches, and key players in on it for sure. Maybe not every
Yeah,
player on the
definitely
team
key
knows.
players. Yeah, but actually no, because like if you have a player on the team that has no idea what's going on, he's gonna be on. Like let's say Steph Curry, you said something about him scoring 13 threes. Like what if someone's on him and he can't get that three? Like he can't get the 13 threes.
Do you
Like,
watch?
it has to be at
Have
that
you watched
certain
pro
time.
basketball?
Yeah, I watch pro basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see when these guys just stop playing defense. I mean, did you see Boston tonight? Did it look like Boston was trying to win the game
Yeah,
tonight?
but you're saying, but everyone has to be involved. There's, like certain
Right.
players have to stop.
Right,
playing
they do have to
defense.
be involved, and they looked involved to me, man. I grew up playing sports, and when I watch pro sports, I've been laughing at them since I was a kid. You know, I grew up in Portland, man. I still remember the year the Lakers came back from down 20 in the fourth quarter against the Blazers. The Blazers didn't play basketball in the fourth quarter. They didn't milk the clock. They didn't play defense. They didn't box out. They didn't try to rebound. They let the Lakers get wide open shot after wide open shot. And what's
the point? What's the point of having such a crazy lead if you're gonna give it away? Why aren't you just let the other team just win from the beginning?
to keep fans interested in the game. I mean, and just look at how it was tonight. Look how the Celtics were getting.
If you keep it a close game,
huh?
It'd be a lot more interesting.
They do usually make the game close. Look at tonight. The Warriors were up 22 points, and then they gave up the big lead and made it a single-digit lead, and then all of a sudden it was a ball game again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, like I play sports, so like when you're up and you have a crazy lead like that, you let off the gas. You don't go full gas.
Well, that might be the way you guys play. We tried to bury teams every time when we were out there, man. We didn't let off the gas. We tried to beat you by 100 points.
But it's professional.
Well, I don't know why anything would be different in the pros, man. You're trying to win the championship. Why even give up the lead?
No,
Win by
it's
50.
Professional. It's different. It's smart. No, you can't really do shit.
My guy, listen. Here's the difference between you and I. You're talking out of your ass right now about what you think's going on. I've been proving for 9 years straight how scripted sports are. That's why I have articles written about. Has the USA Today written any article about you? Has Vice News written any article about you? Has Sports Illustrated written any article about you? No, and no. We all know the answer to that is no.
I want nobody. That's why I'm talking to you. I'm trying to get information.
Well, then pay attention and stop arguing, because these sports are bullshit, man. It doesn't look good to be arguing that pro sports are legit. Did you watch Super Bowl 51 where the Falcons gave up a 25-point lead on 2/5 as Brady got his 25th playoff win in the 97th NFL season, which is the 25th prime when Falcons equals 25 in Gematria, and that's the only Super Bowl the Pope blessed when Pope equals 25, just like how tonight's game's all synced up with the Pope.
So who's winning Super Bowl next year?
Well, sign up for Patreon, man.
So you already know who's winning Super Bowl.
I got a real strong clue. And honestly, if you just go back and watch a lot of the videos I put out a lot of clues. I was just in Buffalo pounding pavement about the shooting there and Kathy Hochul being the 57th governor in New York. But I'm not sure the Bills are going to win it, but they might very well be there. But go back and listen to what I said to see who they're likely playing, because only one NFL. Here, let me give you a guess. There was only one NFL team at the Buffalo top shooting that had a memorial tribute there. What NFL team do you think had a memorial tribute at the Buffalo top shooting?
What, Kansas City, no?
It wasn't Kansas City. I'll tell you, I'll give you a clue. This quarterback has destroyed the Bills for his NFL career.
Tom Brady?
There you go. And you got to ask yourself, I mean, there's 3 teams in New York. There's the Bills, the Jets, and the Giants. None of them have a tribute at the tops, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do. Why did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a tribute there? Anyway, man.
At the top. Wow. Okay.
Zach, you're a legend, bro.
Honestly, I'm new to this. I'm gonna pay attention, but I'm still skeptical.
Well, you can be skeptical all you want, but I'll tell you what, anyone who thinks pro sports are legit in 2022, man, they really need to pull their head out of their ass. And that's the nicest way I can say it to you, my man. So pro sports are a joke. But look how tiny the Golden State Warriors team is. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs. If the NBA was real, Steph Curry wouldn't be the greatest three-point shooter at the time. He'd get his shot blocked almost every time. Look at what happens when Curry actually gets D'd up. He can't even get a shot off. The NBA is a joke. It's a father-son league, man. So, anyway.
All right, man.
Yeah, you're a legend, bro.
All right, appreciate it. Wake your buddy up.
Have a good night, bro.
All right, man. Take care.
Bro. Keep the work up, brother.
I will, indeed. I mean, people arguing that pro sports are real. It's just like, come on, man. Pro sports are a fucking joke. They are a joke. All year we're talking about sports in 34. Curry wins the NBA Finals at age 34 after Stafford in the same colors wins at age 34. He drops 34 in game 1 and game 6. Ukraine 34. Ukraine colors gold and blue. 424. What's up, 424?
Hey, what's good, Zach?
What's up, man?
Hey, this is my first time. This is my first time calling, man. Man, I everywhere you just said right now, man. I first heard your video way back in like 2016. You made a video about Derek Carr fumbling the ball in the end zone.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Man, and even when I was watching that video and you was talking about this gematria and the words and letters, like I didn't understand anything you were saying, but it just sounded like it made sense. And I always thought like the NFL was like kind of rigged. So like when you was talking, I was just like, okay, like words equaling the numbers, like it has to mean something because we speak this English and you know there's a letter to the alphabet and shit like that. You feel me? So ever since then, just been with you ever since then. So I appreciate everything you've done and just keep doing your thing.
All right, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around all these years. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. You have a good night.
You too.
All right. Shout out to the super chatters on Gematria Effect News 24. We're streaming on 2 channels right now, Sports and 24. Leonel Hernandez, thank you for chipping in the 5. Brycey chipped in $10 2 times. Hold on. We got a call from Australia, and then I'll come back to the super chats. Australia, from the other side of the world. What's going on?
Oh, hey, Zach. I'll just turn my computer down a bit. Yeah, Zach.
Yes.
Thanks very much. Got all your goodies. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, just sharing with. So Kobe Bryant would have been 16,003 days old.
Okay.
So that's your 163. So that's your 38. Your 38 prime.
Okay, like the Warriors got their 38th win today in the finals. Okay, I see that.
38. Yep. And also I like the it's the 136th day of the Tiger. So that's the 16th
Triangular.
Triangular.
Right.
So pi. That's Mr. Pi's pie.
Curry, right? Okay.
Yeah. And I just wanted to share down here in the Australian rules football, just after the Corona hit, the first big game down here, the 2 teams scored 5 goals 6 and 5 goals 6.
Okay, I see. 5-6. Okay.
And before that, I couldn't believe that. You know, it was like the American football and American baseball. I couldn't believe it, but it is. You know,
it is. Indeed, it is. All across the world.
There's a control factor. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. So
there's a time delay, so I don't get you clearly. But yeah, thanks again for everything.
Well, you're very welcome, and thanks for tuning in from Australia. It's good. It's good to hear your voice. How have things been since they ended the lockdowns? Has there been a return to normalcy in Australia?
Yeah, well, I'm on the West Coast, so Melbourne was obviously a bit of a strange deal, and I guess it still is.
Okay, you were in the better spot, I see. So.
But here we closed the state off and wouldn't let anybody in or out, so that's changed a little bit.
Okay, that's good. All right, friend. Well, I appreciate you calling in and sharing that. Yeah, it's a reminder, the same stuff going on all across the world. So thank you.
Same stuff. Good on you, Zach. Thanks very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, you have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Care. Yeah, they're in their day over there. All right, but shout out to Bryce. He says, serious question. How much money do these athletes spend on acting school? Open to all responses. Yeah, it's a very fair question. And look at how many of these athletes are in movies, in commercials. I mean, absolutely. Tonight, the one guy who flopped and faked like he got hit in the face. I mean, it's such a joke. Hunter says, Agenda 2030. What do you guys think will happen in the year 2030? Will there be an attack on the power grid? Maybe that's when the fight will start. Honestly, man, I mean, if we don't overthrow the tyranny that's on the world, I mean, I don't even want to think about what it's going to look like by 2030. They'll probably all have us in mandatory meta. It'll be like what's that movie with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone? What's that movie called? It'll be like that. Oh my God! What do you? Yeah, man. I can't think what that movie's called right now. All right. Brycey says, continue the great work, Zach. Been tuning in since the end of April. Bought your book. Looking forward to the one you'll be finishing up. Yeah, I need to get that finished ASAP. It'll be out there. Thank you. I appreciate that. ×2. Perfect Gematria Decode says, Curry improved to 22-4 in playoff series. The Society of Jesus equals 224. St. Peter the Apostle also 224. Interesting. Jupiter, Peter, Thursday. That's interesting. A. Nate Robinson with a reminder that Philadelphia equals 61 and 101, just like finals, just like how in the baseball series between Boston and Oakland, it was 6-1, then 10-1 in the first two games. Fabian Livingston says, LA Rams just won Super Bowl with the same Super Bowl colors that the Golden State Warriors just won the finals with, and the same colors as Ukraine. And exactly. And again, Stafford at age 34 became the 34th quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Steph Curry at age 34 wins the finals, scoring 34 in Game 1 and Game 6. And again, in that most pure cipher, Ukraine 34. Again, it's a reminder. Don't forget, New World Order equals 75 like Russia, and the Warriors just got to 7-5 in the 75th season. And again, they also won the championship back in 75. And then South Holland says, but who's winning? LOL, making fun of the people who just don't get it. So shout out to Hunter Reese. He chipped in $2 more. He said, Zach, tell him that's why athletes get paid so much. Well, if he's still listening, yeah, that is why athletes get paid so much, so that they do one of these and just collect that money while they get to be celebrated athletes. For these guys, it's not as much about the winning as it is collecting the dollar bills, being the celebrities that they are. Flonesius says, the Truth Seekers are out tonight. I was the caller since Super Bowl 50. I went to high school with the starting QB in the NFL. LMK, if you want to hear more. I do want to hear more. Definitely let us know. What's up, 215?
Yeah, I just wanted to call back, Zach. It's Malcolm again. I wanted to ask you, right, because I heard you talking earlier about how these players' names be perfect for their career, for their professional career. And I was thinking, man, after watching that movie Manchurian Candidate, man, it has to be a possibility that we got Manchurian families.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. It's just like,
my good Zach, man, I've been saying this for years. Man, because before I started listening to you, with the what's the guy that was coming home, got killed with this he had the Skittles, and he was killed while coming home. Oh, Trayvon Martin. When they pointed out how he was laying in the ground and how he was shaped like the peanut guy, and I was from there, I was like, no, it's something strange about that. And then his mom and pops was East Pops was maybe like, nah, man, something ain't right.
Right.
Something ain't right. And I was like, yo, these people, because I always be looking for, the people on television say, oh yeah, he was a good kid. I don't see that no more. I really don't see that and the people who be saying it, they don't be sounding like they really know these people.
Right.
And to me, it just seems like it just seems fake to me. I'm like, yo, and I was like, that movie Manchurian Candidate, and like, nah, man, I said they got Manchurian families for sure.
And again, just to remind people, you got Steph Curry born on Pi Day 314, and then you got Klay Thompson, whose full name equals 314, like Pi 3.14. And in the last game, the Warriors missed 14 threes, and then Klay ends it. So 3-pointers, 14 straight. Klay ends it. But Golden State Warriors in Gematria equals the word geometry, and Gematria means geometry in language. So you got the guys with the pie connections playing on the geometry team. And I mean, the word number equals 73. All his numbers. Steph Curry born on the 73rd day of the year. The Splash Brothers set the record at 73 wins for the season when the biggest stars born on the 73rd day of the year. And remember, in Sumerian gematria, the day they set that three-point record and the 73 win mark record, that was the same day Kobe played his last game. And Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, both of their names are 113. But when you do their names in Sumerian gematria, where you just multiply times 6, both of their names equal 678, and Kobe played his last game exactly 678 weeks after Jordan played his last game. And Curry and Klay Thompson set the NBA record, combining for 678 three-pointers in a season for two teammates, all in the same day. And again, Jordan played his last game against Philly. Kobe's from Philly. The Warriors are originally from Philly. And I mean, those rituals are just way too perfect, way too exact. And then you think about it, all these guys had fathers that played in the league. Kobe's father played in the league. Steph Curry's father played in the league. Klay Thompson's father played in the league. It's like they were raised for this. Tonight they were showing you Del Curry playing back in the day and Steph Curry celebrating in the stands at age 5. And, as they give the Celtics their 5th finals loss at home. So, I mean, all of this stuff was planned so long. And by the way, for people who don't know, when Jordan set the win record at 72, go back and see who his 73rd game of that season was against. It was against Del Curry. And then years later, his son is eclipsing his win record with the 73rd win.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man, this stuff is actually when you have time, you really don't need time. Like if you open up your mind to the possibility of this stuff going on, and you actually see it, because I'm just really appreciating how my life is syncing up, because I found out about 2016 that I had American Indian ancestry, right? And it's crazy how I could be listening to one of my other favorite YouTubers, which is Dan Calloway, and he be giving you shout outs, you be giving him shout outs. This is crazy how all this is messing up, and it's all coming together on every front, man. If there's people just give it a chance, man, and they see it, man. You can see it, because if you don't know, I was telling everybody how when the shutdown happened, that I guarantee you, if you look at every one of these corporations that shut down, I guarantee you, Mason at the head of it. Guarantee you.
Indeed.
I promise you it is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm telling people that, like, look at it and listen. I'm like, man, everything was shut down. Like, yo, and at the head of all of these, you always see people in there with these jackets and rings on, like, yeah, okay, yeah. I see. Oh, I already know what's going on. It ain't hard to see when you open up your mind.
100%. 100%. That's the thing that most people aren't willing to do. They're not willing to open up their mind. So that makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they will. They'll get it one day. And listen, and I'm starting to hear a lot of people say, and I'm gonna start getting names. I'll be here in a barbershop. This guy was in there, something like that. He had a cousin who played for San Francisco, was a Robert. Next time we're in there, I'm gonna get his name. He passed away, young dude. He used to play for the San Francisco. Now I don't know, but I'm gonna get his name next time, and I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna see what you want to come up with it. And I know it's something fishy about it.
All right. Yeah, I'll check that out, man. So.
Okay. All right, Zach.
All right. Appreciate it. Yeah, you have a good night.
All right.
Take care. 702.
Hey, Zach. How you doing? It's Gus from Las Vegas.
Hey, man. Doing well. Thank you.
How's it going? Excellent. I'm a big winner tonight, and the biggest clue is, well, the Warriors got, this year's in the playoffs. They were 16-6 with this finals victory, and today's date, you know what it is, right?
16-6, indeed. Secret Society, by the way, equals 166. To remind you, who's holding on to the secrets. So
Absolutely. And I want to give you another clue. You said there was a shooting in Alabama tonight, right?
Yep.
Okay. Auburn is playing tomorrow in the college baseball men's World Series that begins tomorrow. So keep an eye on them for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that Auburn was good. Well, they're going to win tomorrow. It's synced up with the shooting. So.
Okay. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah. That's about it, Zach. I appreciate it. Keep up the great work.
All right, man. Appreciate it too. Yeah. You have a good night. Take care.
Yeah. You too, buddy. Thank you.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. It's getting late. I'm going to close out and show, for all of you new people here, I just want you to see this. We're going to look at Michael Jordan's last game. We're going to look at Kobe Bryant's last game, and we're going to look at how that same day the Warriors eclipsed Jordan's win record, and just show you that everything I just said is true for the new person here. So we're going to close out with this right here. All right, Michael Jordan's last NBA game. So we're going to get the date for this. I know he played Philadelphia. So Jordan's final game was April 16th, 2003. The 106th day of the year in 2003 in Philadelphia, where Kobe Bryant's from. Okay. Now, Kobe Bryant's last game. So remember the date, April 16th, 2003. Kobe Bryant's last game. It was... Why don't they put the date up there for us? I think that is right, though, this date down there. I think... No. It wasn't... Hold on. It was definitely in 2016. All right. It was April 13th, 2016. Here, let's just double check that. Box score, April 13th, 2016, Lakers Jazz. Kobe scored 60 points, and the rest of his team scored 41. Like how when he scored his career high 81, the rest of his team scored 41. Like Kobe Bryant equals 41, ended up dying at 41, again on the Pope's 41st day of his age while traveling from Catholic Mass. So Jazz Lakers, April 13th, 2016. Okay? So we got Jordan's last game, April 16th, 2003. We got Kobe's last game, April 13th, 2016. So check this out. We're going to do the date duration calculator. April 13th, 2016 to April 16th, 2003. Now notice how it's exactly 678 weeks. You see that? Just like I said, 678. Now notice in Gematria. So the most simple cipher is just the alphabetic order. I'm going to close all these ciphers except for the alphabetic order in Sumerian Gematria, which is just multiplying the alphabetic order times 6. And notice when I write out Kobe Bryant, it's 113 and 678, just like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is 113 and 678. They're the exact same values. And remember, there's only one team in the league that has these values. It's Utah Jazz, 113, 678. Kobe's retirement poem, Dear Basketball, 113, 678, okay? So you see that. Now, again, Kobe plays his last game exactly 678 weeks after Jordan. Now, check this out. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson combine for 678 three-pointers. This should pull up the article. This was the day. So there it is right there. For their shooting abilities, Curry and teammates Klay Thompson have earned the nickname the Splash Brothers. In 2013-14, they set the record for combined three-pointers made in a season with 484. This is but then a record they broke the following season with 525, and again in the 2015-16 season was 678. Okay. Oh, hold on. I got it up on the wrong screen. So here we'll make sure we got all these up there again. Now here, let me get this up on the right screen so you can see it. So there it is right there. 2015-16 season was the year that they set the win record at 73 and played their last game. If you remember, ESPN 1 and ESPN 2 were showing Kobe's last game and the Warriors game with the chance to beat Jordan's win record at the same time on ESPN 1 and ESPN 2. And they were keeping up the shot tracker for all of Kobe's shots that game as he scored 60. But notice, I mean, and we've been talking about it since that day. We put out a video like right after that happened saying, come on, man, what are the odds of this? What are the odds that the way of all this lines up? And this is written about in my first book. If you guys haven't read my first book, which I made free to download, Letters and Numbers, this is in that chapter. So, and again, I mean, there's just a million examples, you guys, of how scripted sports are. And again, you guys got to stop with the, yeah, well, but, I mean, just stop with the excuses. This is the system. I didn't make up Gematria. I didn't invent these ciphers. This system had been out there for longer than any of us had been alive. This is the same system they use in Hebrew, in Greek. The same system was encoded into the English language. That's why they taught us the alphabetic order when we were children. They made sure we knew that A was 1, B was 2, C was 3, D was 4, but they didn't tell us why. You know, and it's not that they didn't just teach us a song so we'd remember the letters. It could have gone A, K, L, M, Z, F, G, but it doesn't go like that. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G for a reason. For a reason. This is the reason. And again, all of this comes from Kabbalah. Kabbalah. There's a book of formation in Kabbalah. The opening paragraph says God created the world with numbers, letters, and words. And remember, Jordan equals 26, Bryant 26, Game 26, God 26, Kobe dead on the 26th of January. And remember, Bear Bryant, the football coach, died on that day. And again, for all you guys who are hung up on the multiple cipher thing, look how perfect it is. Look how perfect it is. Look how Bryant is 26 in the most pure cipher. In that same cipher, Jordan's 26, but Bryant 26. And when you run it in reverse, Bryant's 37. Kobe died on the 37-year anniversary of the death of Bear Bryant. And remember, Kobe Bryant, 41, 157. Kobe died on the 157th day of being 41 years old. You know? And then Kobe Bean Bryant, 54 forward. He died the weekend before Super Bowl 54. Not to mention LeBron passed him in points scored the day before in his hometown Philly, scoring the 54th points of the game on 25/1, where 251 is the 54th prime. And again, when Kobe had his career high, he scored 81. And he also died 243 days after Jerry West's 81st birthday, who's the logo of the NBA. And they have said that they might eventually replace Jerry West's logo with Kobe Bryant. So we'll see. We'll see if that ever happens. But again, you guys, this is the system. You got to know the ciphers. Just like if you got here late, go back and watch the video. Take the time to watch this video in pieces. You'll learn a lot. You know, for those of you guys who are too much, you know, you don't want to sign up for the Patreon. Again, I want you to have the knowledge anyway. The books are free to download. I put out enough free videos. Again, you guys were watching my free videos. You knew who was winning this championship. So you guys watched my free videos that I put out for college football season. You knew why Georgia was beating Alabama before it happened. All synced up with the Pope, just like this. I'm telling you the same thing with all these sports championships. They're all synced up with the Pope. And just to keep it real simple, you guys, again, the language that we speak, English, is credited to a Catholic monk, Burfirth. The calendar we're on is credited to the Catholic Church and Pope Gregory. And again, we have a 52-week year, right? To tell time on Earth. Again, the Pope rules over Earth. You see how Pope and Earth are both 52 to go with the 52-week year? It's not an accident, you guys. It's not an accident. So, and again, it's just like today, 181 days after the Pope's birthday, which is the 42nd prime number, and the Warriors win the series 4-2 while they got the Ukraine colors. And again, I mean, it's just, it couldn't be any more obvious. Warriors, war. You know, again, Steph Curry, most pure cipher. He's 34 right now, dropping 34 in game 1 and in game 6. Ukraine 34. Matt Stafford at age 34 in the Ukraine colors becomes the 34th QB to win a Super Bowl, while his coach, Sean McVay, has the model fiance from Ukraine. You know what I mean? And then again, Kansas wins March Madness. 34th state winning their 34th game of the season. This number's just been popping up all over in the sports world this year. So, and again, shout out to all the good decoders. I'm going to give an extra plug for Kayla Decode Talker for all you guys who are in the WNBA. Kayla is really good at decoding the WNBA. You can bet on that too. She's put out some big smashes this year. She had a great riddle on Jordan's birthday that paid nearly 8-1 with North Carolina getting upset. She's been hitting on a lot of big WNBA upsets. Go out and support Kayla Decode Talker. You know. And again, there are a lot of other people to support in this community, but ladies first. So we'll leave it there. And again, if you're new here, hang around the community, find out who the good decoders are, support them too. People like Niall in the chat. Niall is someone who just came onto my radar. He did a great decode this past Sunday night on Gematria Effect News 24. He's very good with it. Atachi, he's been following since Kobe died. He's got his own Patreon. He hasn't really learned how to make a video yet. I don't know what the delay is on that, but he does good work, So a lot of people doing good work. Anyhow, we'll leave it there. Congrats to the winners. And just be aware, you guys, I'm not doing as much decoding of sports like I used to. I for years straight, I did it every single day. Now I'm hardly doing any sports decoding. But again, you can sign up for the Patreon. You can go back and watch the old work. Learn how to decode yourself. Use the Gematria cheat sheets and take advantage of the knowledge. Again, there's a lot of people in this community who no longer have a day job. They make their money off this knowledge. There's people who've kept their day job, but now they make more money from taking advantage of rig sports than they make from their day job. So they're essentially doubling their income. And you can be one of those people. Don't be the person who calls in and says, I haven't figured out how to decode. The only reason that you wouldn't figure out how to decode is because you're not trying hard enough. This is elementary math, really. It does help when you have some knowledge and know some sports history and some other history. The more you know, the more helpful it is. But anyone should be able to figure out how to decode. The tools are there. The knowledge really is elementary. It's elementary math. It's knowing how to read and write and spell correctly and add 1 + 1 = 2. And just that pattern recognition as well. It's not all just numbers. It's recognizing color schemes, like how all the teams with the blue and yellow keep doing well in the time of the Ukraine crap. It's recognizing things like syncing it up with the local entertainers, the local rappers, like we were talking about with E40, how it was synced up tonight with him. And Kendrick Lamar putting out the albums and the Warriors winning in those years. It's pattern recognition. It's applying the knowledge. And you got to stop treating these games like they're real. That's why the casinos always win, because people keep thinking the games are real. Nah, the games are rigged. That's how the house always wins, except for when we're in the house, So anyway, and yeah, one more thing. If you guys do want to download my books for free, my website, GematriaEffect.news, the top pin post does show where you can buy my books. But if you scroll down, you'll see where it says download ebooks for free. Click that link. And then voila, you got the paper clip with the words, letters and numbers downloads the big green book, which is about 800 pages. You don't have to read it all. There is a chapter in there on rig sports by the numbers. And my latest book's Number Games, which has the chapter on Kobe's death by the numbers, if you want to read that. And there's a lot to Kobe's death. That chapter's thick because there's a lot to Kobe's death. So, and don't forget how they buried him in Corona del Mar at the start of coronavirus. And yeah, so we'll leave it there. Again, congrats to the winners. Thank you to everyone who supports the work. Thank you to everyone who donates. Thank you to everyone who pledges on the Patreon. We got to get that number back up there. And make sure you follow me on all the channels, because I have Gematria Effect News 24. That's my main news channel right now until it gets suspended again. Then I'll be back on 23 or 22 or 25. I got to keep shuffling channels because I keep getting suspended. But make sure you're following me on all the channels. Gematria Effect News, Gematria Effect Sports. I got the Twitter. I'm on Free to Find Truth. So we'll leave it there for tonight. And until next time.